Hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to PIL X. This is the finals today. We're looking at GOBS versus BYZZ. And this is going to be a very good match because GOBS and BYZZ are both, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, undefeated so far in the tournament. Uh,
I
I
think you're right.
yeah, I think both of these teams have yet to actually be defeated. So it's two very powerful teams, quite frankly. Just going to be clashing together on a variety of different, I would say, completely different style maps too. Before we go too far, I am Gelos. I'm your caster, joined here by Gretchen, my co-cast.
Hello.
And we have a couple of things to share. First of all, if you haven't betted your Glumpy Gloop set, go ahead and get those bet in now. And also, let me go ahead and hit this button. You can get yourself a DBG code if you type !finals all caps, and we will get that giveaway going just before the match gets started here. And then we have several
So
more
it's
codes too.
starting now.
Starting
They
right.
can start typing it now.
Start typing right now. That's right.
Okay.
So once we get that enough people anyway enrolled into that one, we'll go ahead and do that giveaway. Now, let's go back to the actual match. Talk more about this roster. So both of these teams, a lot of people probably have already seen, a lot of these players from both of these teams. But for the GOBS side, you can see lots of recognizable, very strong names there. I can actually tell you exactly who's playing because we do have the full GOBS people in the script already. So today we've got Snyder, Spy, Sobek, One Day, Nishikino, Korer, Jump Rope, Gumbo, Artoria Pendragon, which is Gnediot, and Love That Liberator, all playing today.
Never heard of any of them ever before, Galos. I
That's
don't
a
know
fair
who
point.
these no names are.
That's a fair point.
This is gonna be easy for Biz.
An incredibly easy game.
Might as well on the stream there.
Slightly biased casting here from from somebody you might see on the right side of the screen. In fact, Gretchen, who is not playing in today's match,
No.
but we do
Because
see.
I can be here with
That's
you,
correct.
Galos.
That's right. Abandoned her team just so she can come onto the stream and talk
Because I
shit
love
to
you.
Fiji. Well, thank you.
It's because I love you, Galos.
Thank you.
It's got nothing to do with Fiji.
uh, for the biz side, we don't have everybody inputted in the script. We have a few names. All of them strong names too. Karauti, Lizard, Lydia, Musco, Ryan, James, Batty, and DF. And I don't know if that's the final team because we still have a few people getting inputted. I just saw Zyros pop up in there as well. But all incredibly strong players. Probably worth noting, only one LA main on that particular roster so far, and I think we do have a good
Didn't
reason.
you say Lizard?
Well, yeah, that's true. Lizard as well. But Lizard,
Yeah, Lizard and Lydia both LA mains.
Yes, but Lizard's been playing mostly medic, I believe.
No. He's been playing both,
Okay.
and mostly LA actually.
Really?
But he's very
Okay.
good at both.
Okay.
Probably better LA though.
Well, what do you know? What do you know about the Biz team though?
Yeah, that's true. I've never played with Lizard. I've never played against him. It's just some Australian kid. I don't know.
But the reason I bring that up is because map 1 is actually it's a map called Kessels. We have not seen a ton of Kessels matches, especially not in the full tournament. However, Kessels is a chaotic, small close quarters map, especially around the point. It does have some areas that LAs can play from. The bridge specifically that you were seeing there in the B-roll is a very strong point. We have actually seen Liddy specifically, in fact, do very well with her drop downs when it comes to actually dealing with point control. So we know for a fact that Biz actually does have a good strategy, most likely coming into this. I want to see really what GOBS has in store because Kessel's, I don't believe a lot of people has really touched this in terms of prep work. So it's going to be really interesting.
I know both these teams have quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, they'll be ready for it. They know what to do. I hope.
Right. But other than that, there's also two top floor areas on either side of each team's spawn area, and those areas are usually dominated by the other team trying to spawn camp and kind of just keep that point control going in their favor. So we're gonna likely see if it's gonna be any indicator of what we saw last time we saw GOBS versus Fiji, or I'm sorry, GOBS versus Biz on this map. Last time we're likely to see GOBS kind of pull back a little bit, play a lot of medics kind of around a corner, and those heavies are really going to be up front, just slightly out, kind of peeking out and making sure that Biz can't just jump right in. That is the strategy we saw last time from them, but we'll see if that happens again. So let's go right into the main screen here. We'll let the refs know that the cast is ready to go, and let's go ahead and get our giveaway going as well. While we're waiting.
Mm-hmm. Are you rolling the giveaway?
Rolled the giveaway.
Okay,
There we
okay.
go. It is a hedgeable.
A vehicle player, Gelos. Come on, you can do better than that.
Vehicular player. Go ahead and hedgeable. You will
Hey,
be.
Hedgeable, can you type in the chat so I
there he
can
is.
whisper you? There we go.
So that whisper will be coming from Gretchen Cute.
Yeah.
Do not accept anything from anybody else other than Gretchen Cute. Thank you.
You should have it in your Twitch whispers, and don't give anyone this code. Because people have done it before. What you do, if you do win, you just go to the store page in game, and on the top left there's a button called Redeem Code.
Yep. Very, very simple.
Don't give anyone your account details.
Obviously, yes.
People have done that before.
Yep. You want to be very careful with that. All right, so we now have everything ready to go. We are switched back into the main screen. I do apologize. I know you're looking at a black screen for the moment. Just give that a second. Now, I think we have a couple of different people that got swapped out on the GOBS side. It looks like somebody got swapped out for TJ, it looks like. But other than that, I think GOBS is fine. Biz, however, does not have all of their roster showing up just yet, so I'm still waiting on them.
Guess who's AFK, Gelos? Have a wild guess who on the Biz team.
Is it by any chance the Michael Jordan of PlanetSide 2, the legacy of the AC Brotherhood, the greatest player to ever touch plants? Leroy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Leroy Twizzlers. Scuffed.
No, of course it's Saiyan. Who else would it be? I don't know. Kids off.
He loves to go get ice cream.
Yesterday we had internals of Saiyan, and he logged in before, so we put him on the sheet, right? And he didn't return for the entirety of the first map. We played half an hour with like 15 minutes of waiting. He just went AFK for 45 minutes.
Absolutely love San, but damn does he sometimes just never show up. So anyway, we're just waiting on the rest of the Biz team to get readied up. But while we're waiting, I can actually go a little bit more in depth into how this map works. Because again, we haven't actually seen this specific map played that much in the tourney. So a lot of you probably don't really see very much of this and haven't seen very much of this played. First thing I want to get out of the way, this little bridge right here, this is actually off limits. So you're not going to see either side use this little catwalk right here in the middle. But other than that, I think a majority of this map is pretty much in bounds. If you're on the south-west spawn, I don't believe you're allowed to jump up on this rock, and I think that's the only other restriction that I can think of. But starting with your spawn. Oh, go ahead.
There is the restriction of not using grav lifts. The grav lifts are completely out of play.
Yeah.
And classes other than light assaults can't be on any of the roof parts of the bridge. So you can't sit up there with a bolt, which would be insanely strong. Yeah. Because a lot of this map revolves around running over a bridge and dropping behind your enemy to get a flank going.
That's your big flank.
Yeah, and if you could have a bolt just sitting up there, that'd be impossible.
Alright, so now that part's out of the way, we can talk about how the spawns work. So when they come out, this side looks like this is going to be the GOBS guys. So when the GOBS people come out, they're likely going to split somewhat, mostly down to the left side here. A couple of people are probably going to go right here and flank through this angle here where there's a rock. They can jump down here, or they can go straight over to Hollow where there's a tree, and they can actually drop down right onto point. Both of these are viable, good options, and especially for that flank there, that is also a very, very nice option. But they do have to worry about Liddy, who is constantly on the lookout for that. I know for a fact I've seen her do that many times. She will be up here probably most of the game, just watching on that bridge side, doing drop downs from this bridge side. It's going to be very, very important for her to do that as well. The rest of the team is going to go in through their normal entrance, going right over through past this stairway here, and then going this direction right into point. They might have a couple people go this way as well, but this is a little bit more in the open. You usually don't want to do that if you can help it. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Biz guys, they're all going to be doing the same sort of deal. They're going to be a bit of a split, a couple of people going up on the bridge side. What they're going to do is go right over here, and they'll just do a quick drop down, most likely down right here on the stairwell. I don't know how many people are probably going to go to Hollow Tree. I haven't really seen Biz do that too much. But I know, you know, they might do it every now and again. I think Liddy's going to be mostly the one doing the drop downs from that area. And the rest of the team, they're going to be going in from this angle here, right past this little tree. And of course, you can tell, you know, this is a long sight line here. Both sides can see each other and likely even spot each other once they're actually approaching from this angle. And of course, you can shoot each other from here, but don't expect too many kills right off the bat. And then, of course, you're going to be seeing the BYZZ side cut right in this direction, go across this hollow little log right onto point. So it's going to be a bit of a kind of a slugfest happening right on the point almost immediately, and it's going to be just kind of who can stay alive the longest. Those medics are going to play a very important part of who can actually get that opener going.
The Saint's still not here.
I see that. Yeah, Sand's still not here just yet. It does look like the BYZZ side might have managed to grab DBO, which is interesting. Yeah, it looks like DBO, coming from James there, might be joining in. Oh, there we go. All right, so now everybody's on the script. Sand is now showing
DBO is not on the roster, so he's not coming in.
Also, I think he's... Poke if you can hear me, please.
Looks like we're just getting the calls from the refs to make sure everything's got audio. Yeah, I don't see DBO on the roster, but who knows?
Yeah, he's not.
Probably not.
Oh, Sabrowski got benched? Okay, never mind. This match is already over, guys.
It's already over. The man, the myth, the meta maker himself, Sabrowski, not playing. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's questionable.
Literally invents the meta every time.
If they lose, we're gonna have to ask them about that.
Okay, so we're getting started here in about 50 seconds, I believe, anyway. I think I'll start off watching the Fiji side for the first match, and then on the second match, we'll start watching the BYZZ guys.
And I'll do the opposite then.
Very good, very good.
30 seconds.
So what we want to do, starting out with, we want to take a look and see how many medics each side is going to be bringing, because that does play a very big role. And then, of course, if we have any LAs and any bolters, those are also somewhat important to point out. I'm sure that we're going to have Gan on the GOBS side. He's going to be one of their medics. But I don't... I'm sorry, not medics, LAs. But I don't know who else is going to be, if they want to go with a second LA.
5.
Doesn't seem super
I doubt
3,
it. Yeah.
2,
I'd be very surprised.
1. Match starts.
All right. So we've got... Oh my god, I think I'm seeing almost all heavies here. I think I see 1, 2... Oh no, there's a third. There's a third medic as well. And
Same for
obviously
Fiji. 3 medics, I think.
1 LA and 1 bolter, I believe I heard. So a good
same,
split.
Exact same setup for Fiji, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Ooh, and Panda wins the bolter duel to start. Immediately gets picked up by Sane though.
Alright. So to start out with here, Fiji is actually, they're staying, I'm sorry, not Fiji, BYZZ is actually staying back a little bit here. They're getting their picks off rather than actually going very aggressive onto GOBS and actually look at this pincer. Absolutely, completely decimated the GOBS.
Sane and Ryan went on a big flank there and just came in behind the GOBS push, and they got so many kills off that and so many revives that just couldn't go anywhere. They just got fragged.
Phenomenal opener here. 14 kills to only GOBS 3 on that opener. Beautiful job. Now, Ortoria Pendragon up here, Gnidiot has taken out DF. He does have to deal with Sand, who's done a ton of damage off him. Almost got the kill. Muskrat gonna finish him off. Yeah, but he actually finishes him. So that's gonna be continuing BYZZ dominance here on that point. Let's see if GOBS can make any headway, potentially into Hollow. No, they're going down as well. Snyder
no,
there,
but
that's
they did take back the attic, and they're gonna push onto point from there.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like they are getting rezzed in Hollow, and they're making a good-sized push here. James going down now, Ryan dead. They do have to deal with one more person. Looks like Karauti here in the swamp side.
Still alive, but they're gonna want to try and pull back and wait for their team.
You know, Karauti just kind of holding off. He does get a body on Jump Rope, but Jump Rope's gonna actually take him there.
Give it your all.
So Fiji now back on point, and look at that timer. It's actually already back in their favor.
Yeah. BYZZ didn't manage to hold on for very long there.
No, not at all.
It's not like it's far in their favor.
No,
It's
no.
very much so.
Still very much, only about 20 seconds now. We're going to see a flank here from San, it looks like. Also, Liddy helping out on the top area. TJ going down.
The entire team just flanked.
Wow. Yep, there it goes. And San goes down, but he's going to be able to get rezzed fairly easily there. And that is BYZZ back on point. And they're going to get a lead here in about 12 more seconds.
Yeah. Go back to the old just wiping each other on point meta from 12v12. Very exciting.
Don't give up. We're
It looks like we've got a GOBS push on the very top area here. I think we might see some spots, maybe? No, we don't, actually. A couple of them dropping down here onto Attic. Trying to deal with...
A lot of them die, though.
Oh, yeah, a couple of them. But medics are still here, I believe. Maybe. You know, maybe not, actually.
Medics.
I thought maybe there was more than one medic, but I guess only one medic dropped down.
Snyder is still on point, but he's all alone. Yeah, he gets second out.
Meanwhile,
so
BYZZ
actually held off a push successfully.
Yeah,
that's
they were in a
gonna
great
help them a lot.
there. Fiji kind of didn't dedicate enough medics there on that push. As soon as their first medic went down, that was it.
I mean, I'm sure the medics were there. It's just a question of, can you get your medics to stay alive longer than the enemy's medics?
Ooh. Backing Liddy off here in the back, but Liddy comes back down, deals with Core. On bottom here, looks like Batty and Sobek trading it out. DF taking out that Liberator.
And there's a Resnet going out for BYZZ.
This is continued BYZZ control on point. Gumbo rushing right into point here, though.
Snyder on a big flank, and he gets taken out by, I believe, Karauti there from very long range.
Yeah,
there's still two Fiji players pressuring point here.
Yeah,
they actually
GOBS
recovered
gonna
this
take
push.
control here with a slow and steady push, it looked like. GOBS now continuing to finish out some of these BYZZ members, but a couple of them are actually still up. And they are doing some damage.
Yeah.
Look at this! They've actually recovered completely here. DF finally goes down as he pushes back down a point.
And the respawns are coming in as well now, so they're gonna be able to, or should be able to take this point back.
Slugfest here on point as the respawns come in, and that's gonna be favor of BYZZ actually.
Yeah. 15 seconds, sorry. And
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a solid hold there by the BYZZ guys there. That was really just them pulling back and just waiting for their sort of reinforcements. They were getting their picks on the top of it and they weren't letting GOBS push further than just that square box they had. Very, very good strategy there.
Ooh, Fiji trying to drop on the other side now. There's 3 people pushing in from Swamp side.
See how this works. Love that Liberator pretty far up here. Does deal with James. Going for Hollow now. Doesn't get Karauti yet.
Karauti lives for now. Karauti is actually unkillable.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God, you cannot kill Karauti.
Completely juked him there. Karauti stays alive. He's coming all the way around to the front. He actually goes aggressive. He's still alive. There he finally goes down to Sobek. Ryan also going down as Sobek goes aggressive onto him as well. That is going to be continuing GOBS push. BYZZ just getting a little bit pushed back. See if they can make any headway potentially on this side angle where James and Batty
auto sniper from Panda is doing so much work right now.
Wow, yeah, that just took out James.
Yeah. Holding back that entire push. Gelos, I swear to you, Karauti is the hardest player to kill on the entirety of Jaeger. You cannot kill this man.
He's a very wiggly little worm.
Yeah, especially on this map.
DF takes a double there. Well, more importantly, he took both medics. That was, I think, were the only medics here on the point, prioritizing those kills. Very nice job there by DF. That means that GOBS is actually pushed off. BYZZ now back on point.
The point should be roughly back in the middle, though, I think?
Very close, but it is slightly in favor
GOBS
of...
favor.
Yeah, GOBS.
But this has been incredibly close overall.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I forgot to close the prediction, but it's so close, I'm sure it didn't.
What was that, a 20-minute time? How much time is left?
It is actually, the prediction is exactly 50-50, so...
Yeah. So now we have another big GOBS push on the point. Mostly on the left side here. Lots of resonates coming out as they go aggressive. We're not seeing too much pushback here by the Biz guys.
Nope, it looks like they just got wiped off clean.
Yeah, most of them are wiped out. I do see Zyros up top. He's likely going to be waiting for his chance.
Yeah, he should. Just dropping by himself is not going to accomplish anything here. Canadian flies up and pushes quite a few of the Biz members, which is very valuable intel.
Oh, wow, a nice job by Liddy taking out Gan there as he attempts to get a flank onto Zyros.
I think that was Ryan, actually.
Was that Ryan? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Zyros here. Oh, Zyros now may be able to hold back Sobek, but he's actually going to pull back a little bit as the rest of the Biz side actually jumps onto point. And one thing to note, though, GOBS has been very slowly chipping their lead in. This is now 30 seconds instead of 15 seconds. And if they can get another good recovery going, they can continue their lead on halftime. About 7 minutes left in the match, so, you know, it's still anybody's game for this first half.
I just noticed, by the way, Gelos, I think Biz has more medics than Fiji. I think Biz has 4 medics.
I believe you are right. Yep, you are. Brian, James, Musco, and Lizard, all medics there on the Biz side. Only 3 for the GOBS guys.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that's the difference maker.
Yeah, I wonder if the frag power just is stronger on the GOBS side, because they do seem to be getting good recoveries here.
Yeah. I'm quite surprised though. I would have guessed that the team with more medics would be better at recovering.
Yeah. Now, one thing I will say is that we have now entered into Biz lead territory, and they're almost at 30 seconds lead themselves. That they've held on for almost a full minute now. Very, very nice job here by the Biz people. Yep, there it is. 30 seconds of lead time there. Fiji, or rather GOBS, now taking back their attic, and they have to. Well, I like to go by the official name, the Gobos.
Oh, okay. We'll call them the Gobos. The Goblinos. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, they almost got a minute though, Biz, to scout on the point, as they are getting wiped now, but that's good time.
Lots
that's a lot of
time. Yeah, Biz side now now has a little bit of time they can use for recovery. Zyros unfortunately going down early. That's gonna hurt a little bit. Ryan also might go down as he attempts to go in and get the res up. This might be bad actually for the Biz guys. Their momentum has just gotten
I saw a lot of solo drops there. That was not good. Yeah, there was a lot of wasted time on the Biz side.
This is looking a little risky on the Biz side because a lot of them have gone down on the front side, about 3 of them.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a lot of the time that they made up there. They are staying alive for quite a while, but that's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, James does go down, Muskrat goes down, DF doing the drop down, as well as Liddy, looks like. Oh! A double kill there from Hollow. I don't know who actually got those kills, but helping quite a lot. Maybe that was Liddy.
I think they actually managed to win.
Yeah, it looks like they did.
In the end, but that could have been a lot better.
Yeah,
if they dropped more coordinated.
A bit of a cluster. Also, speaking of cluster, by the way, I do apologize about the cam work. Kessels is kind of a hell to do OBS with. It's even worse somehow than Paris because there's so many things to get out of the way. Just
be happy it doesn't Fort Liberty.
Yeah. So Batty here getting rezzed in attic.
Musco gonna go and get Zyros up as well, so that should be the whole Biz team back up, I think. I don't see anyone on respawn.
Biz side doing really nicely now. They have not only a minute, but a minute and a half even in lead time. They're looking really good. Big flank, however, by the Goblinos coming in from bunker, and a lot of them also come in from the front door.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a wipe for Biz.
Yeah, I do believe it will be, but with the amount of time that Biz actually managed to get on point there, that was pretty nice. Unfortunately, might end up not have been enough, because we've got about 30 more seconds until the lead finally goes back in favor of GOBS.
Yeah.
Still, we're seeing a lot of like those solo drops here, unfortunately, for the Biz side. 60 hertz, I believe that was Lizard.
That is Lizard.
Yeah, gets
quite surprisingly, by the way, I think he's using an Eridani.
Really?
Yeah, rather than an HV45.
That's a strange choice, especially for this map. So close quarters.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
I mean,
We're still
Now
there.
there is lead back in favor of GOBS with only 3 minutes left in the match. Looking a little risky here for the Biz guys.
and this is not a good foot for them right now.
No, it is not. They're coming in scattered from all different directions, but a fairly decent size from the front. Let's see if they can actually make any headway here. Batty goes down early. He was one of the medics. That's unfortunate for the Biz people. Ryan also
Wait,
about
Batty's a
to
medic?
Yes, he was, I believe, anyway. Let me see.
No, he was a heavy Gelos.
Oh, you're right. He was a heavy. But Ryan also goes down behind. He was a medic.
Yeah. They're
James
gonna need
here
to do
trying
up.
to hold
They're
back.
trickling so hard.
Oh,
right now.
yeah, this is getting... Oh, my God. Karate still somehow alive. Finally goes down after 3 Goblin members go outside to deal with. Meanwhile, San on the flank from Hollow. He's going to jump on point. 2 minutes left in this match, and that is going to be Biz back on point. We're going to see if they can hold this for the remaining 2 minutes. They need about 40 seconds of time to get back in the lead first, and then that remaining time, they just have to hold on and just hope that Goblins can't quite recover.
Yeah. They're gonna have to put in a good hold here, or
Yeah.
have an amazing wipe right after.
Oh, Snyder goes down quickly, but he's going to get rezzed right back up. What you're seeing right now is Biz just holding in each of these corners, but unfortunately, Batty goes down early. Goblins going in aggressive, taking out the right corner quick.
Big flank from Gan here as well, takes 2.
Gumbo taking a push outside of Hollow. Here comes Sand, but he goes down as well. That is going to be GOBS back in the lead again.
By
30
almost
seconds.
30 seconds now, yeah.
And there's only about a minute and 10 seconds left in this half. We're going to see. We're
So
going to see if Biz
this
can
needs
make...
to be a rather quick wipe for Biz, and then a hold.
Yeah, and it has to happen like now. Like now.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think we're actually seeing it too. We're seeing a good-sized flank from the back here where we got Sand coming in around. He gets a double off the left corner, a res here from Musco. And here comes Zyros as well getting res, but a res nade does hit. Love that Liberator.
Yeah, but he's all by
And
himself.
immediately gone down, yep. So that's going to be Biz back in control, but can they get time enough? No, they cannot. This is actually going to be Goblins.
Oh, okay. I thought they would have had time there.
Nope, just barely enough. It looks like Gobos is actually going to take the first half.
Damn, that's unlucky for Biz. I thought they would have had enough time there.
Nope, just
okay.
barely managed. The Gobos actually did a really good job there. And in
Yeah.
fact, they're going to jump back on point here too in a second and probably flip it just enough more
Yeah,
time as well. Yep, there it goes.
There you go.
This has been a consistent strategy with them going very aggressive and just getting that chip time. That's what you want to do. You want to get that chip
Round
time.
is over.
All right, so first half over. And that is GOBS with the first half win by time. Now, for anybody that doesn't remember how these work, if on the first half you win by time, but the second half the other team wins by capping, that team wins that
You're making this more complicated again, Gelos.
Well, I mean, we have a score system for it as well, but
yeah, I like the score system better.
It's essentially,
I know you're not very good with numbers.
Win by time is 1 point. Win by cap is 2 points.
Yeah,
it's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah.
So right now, GOBS in the lead. They do have one half win by time. So let's take a look at the individual scoreboards. We'll see how this actually broke down. So first thing we can notice here is that Biz does have more kills on the board. 232 compared to GOBS is only 179. But the important thing to note here is when GOBS died, they were able to res fairly quickly. Quite a lot, in fact. We have about 113 reses compared to Biz's only 85, and that's despite having 3 medics instead of 4 for almost the whole match. There was a swap. Nishikino actually swapped from Bolt over to medic at a certain point, but that was it. It was mostly just, in fact, he only got 1 res after that too. So it wasn't a big switch. It was mostly just 3 medics compared to Biz's 4, but still, despite that, getting a lot of reses out. Very nice job here by the GOBS team, and that's really what has so far swayed this match, I believe, is just the amount of strength that those medics are showing off, because those resonades do play a very important part. If all of GOBS is together and they all get resonated, they're gonna, that's, the whole GOBS team is back again, and it only took one resonate. Meanwhile, the Biz team, they love to do that splitting thing, and it's something that works so well on 6v6, but when it comes to 10v10, that kill potential doesn't always translate to getting the point. So what we're seeing is just
I don't
that
think it
kind of
was
split.
even. You said it was resonates. I don't think it was even that many resonates.
Yeah,
I think
right,
it was a lot of manual resing as well.
I think so too. I think it was actually a lot more manual resing than resonate. You're right.
Yeah.
But the point is that when they pushed in as a group, it gave those medics enough cover to actually pick up somebody as their heavies were pushing someone else. Very, very nice. All right, now. For our individual scores, we have, looks like San is still top frag of the game right now. Only by a little bit, though. Batty just behind him at 30.
Yeah, that's actually quite surprising. Batty hasn't, I mean, he's a good player, but he has not been playing a lot.
Yeah, a little bit rusty, but that's still pretty good for a rusty Batty. Pretty decent.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. And then we've got on
better
the GOBS
than San as well.
On the GOBS side, we have Nishikino was the bolter for a majority of that. 28 kills, pretty nicely done. That's right, Panda.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
He's tied with Left Lip for top
considering he was using a full auto bolt. What was it? A semi-auto bolt?
Yeah, it's a 99 SV.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure
ridiculous.
Maybe it was the KSR 35. I'm not sure. I didn't look.
Not really sure, to be honest. And then love that Liberator just behind him as well. Actually, it's tied with him at 28 as well. GOBS, they have some killing potential, but you can see here that the medics on the Biz side, they outfragged the GOBS medics by quite a lot. It's just that frag power doesn't always translate to your medic strength. And it's just, unfortunately, that's exactly what we're seeing. The GOBS prioritizes those reses and actually picking those guys up because they only had 3 and more reses. Meanwhile, the Biz side, they'll keep their guns out. They'll actually kill a heavy. But meanwhile, behind that heavy that they just killed, a medic just picked another person up. So they ended up having a net loss a lot of these times on the recoveries. So we'll see if Biz kind of changes strategy, or if they can just continue and maybe even go stronger in the kill side. Maybe they can actually just outfrag even harder and just put down more GOBS members to the point where they don't have to worry about it. We'll see what they want to do.
Yeah, I wonder if they switch someone over to heavy, like say James, because we know James is an incredibly strong heavy.
Outstanding player in almost
probably
every place you put him.
Yeah, I'd say James is probably one of the top 5 heavies in the game right now. And if you could have him switch to that, maybe that's a thing they could. I don't know. We'd have to bug them Gelos and have a little listen into their comms.
Before we go too far, let me do another giveaway. Let's do.
Wait, Gelos, we lied. They both had 4 minutes. Oh no, never mind.
Never mind.
No. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and do reset that, and
we need a word, don't we?
Yeah, we'll just do half for right now.
Damn, that's boring. Do 99 SV.
99 SV, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, go ahead and type your 99 SV in. Make sure that's working. We will get that.
If he was using a different gun, I'm gonna look real stupid.
You're gonna look like a real fool right now. So we'll go ahead and pull that in just a few moments. We'll probably pull it right when the ref calls what time we're gonna get started here.
Yeah.
Did I say the cast was ready? I don't know if I did or not.
I don't think you did. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, thank you. So this time around, we're still gonna be watching the GOBS guys. However, we want to see kind of what they do for a split. Again, I do apologize. It's a little bit of a hectic thing to kind of watch Kessels because there's so much stuff in the way oftentimes. But
yeah.
I will try and watch the split and see exactly where what side goes to where. Did we see any subs, by the way? I saw a couple people log off for a second for the GOBS side, but I think they were just doing a relog. Looks like there's the same.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like the same people, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're good there.
Yeah. They didn't say anything in the outlet even. Usually people will say, because I think they need to tell the refs or something.
All right. Well.
Right, match begins on the next tick.
Okay, and you know what that means. We're gonna go ahead and roll it.
I
One
roll
this
it.
time. It's played. Hey, it's played, everybody.
Hey, play. Type in chat so I can whisper you.
So played 69 TTV.
45 seconds.
Gets the win on that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna need him to type in chat because
I can give you the name too, just in case.
No, that's fine.
30.
All right, there we go. Gonna get started here in just a moment. Again, we're gonna be watching the split and seeing who goes where. And I'm assuming we're still going to see the same kind of squad comp. If it's not broke, why fix it?
10.
No.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if we've seen a squad change for Biz.
4, 3, 2, 1. Match begins.
All right, here we go. So it looks like the same amount of medics.
We do, yeah.
Gumbo and Nishikino both going up top. I don't see Gan. Oh, there's Gan. He's over there on Pillbox. He's going straight for the double stack, it looks like.
And he spotted out Liddy.
Yep.
Does she know? I don't think she does.
It doesn't look like she does. Oh, and Gan takes Liddy. That's roof control here for Gan. Let's see what goes down on the actual bottom floor, where it looks like Gobos has already taken point. Rowdy goes down. Oh no. Zyros also continuing to stay down. GOBS going very aggressive on this opener. They're actually going to take full control. And in fact, they're already in at. Lydia is a bit of a linchpin, I feel like, in these openers. So having her go down almost immediately was a bit of a big blow here to BYZZ's opener.
Yeah. Well, right now GOBS has taken BYZZ's attic, and what you really want to do is just go past and drop behind them, because if you drop into attic, you're just gonna feed.
Alright.
And that is exactly what BYZZ does. They're already in Fidli's pillbox.
Jump rope here around the open log. He's just kind of wiggling back and forth, but look at that, he just took a double there.
Yeah.
And that's GOBS continuing to stay in control. Now a minute and almost 15 seconds in their favor.
Yeah.
Now we're just waiting on BYZZ to get back up to the area where they can start pushing from. Scuffed Jay's sand there goes down early.
Yeah, that's a really stupid drop right there.
Yeah, that wasn't really his best idea.
You want to go
also
way
going
further.
down. Beha,
You want to go
James,
further on the
DF,
bridge.
both up top. They're just getting spots off and a little bit of damage, but because they just lost two very high fraggers, they can't really do too much pushing from that angle.
Zyros is behind them, but he's all by himself. What's he gonna do?
Look at DF here with this mega flank. He just took a triple and a quad before finally going down. But unfortunately for him, there are just so many more GOBS people here, and they're getting those reses off.
Huh? And only 2 minutes left,
2 minutes,
actually.
yeah. 2 minutes left.
GOBS already 2 minutes in the lead.
And 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in the actual match, but with only 2 minutes left to actually cap, this is looking very risky here for the BYZZ side.
Yep.
Jump rope getting more reses off. An absolute master at keeping his team alive, it seems like.
BYZZ coordination seemed to be almost completely broken there. They're kind of together now, but they were just trickling in one by one.
Now, that said, they are pushing, oh, there we go. Yeah, Lizard does finally take the last GOBS member out on point. Don't see any more medics. There's a medic.
There's medics, 2 of them. They just came in after respawn. But that's a lot of time for GOBS already. It's 2 minutes, 20 seconds right now. Like, that's gonna take some time.
With how close the match was on that last half, too, GOBS just going back and forth with BYZZ, this could be really bad for BYZZ. That's a lot of time. This isn't chip time anymore. This is a massive chunk of time.
Yeah. And it looks like
push
GOBS
here
is
by
wiping
GOBS.
them
They're
right
gonna
off
take
again.
DF here. Big push by GOBS, taking out absolutely every single one of these Biz members one by one, and one at a time more specifically, because a lot of the Biz guys are by themselves as GOBS pushes in as a giant death ball. Lizard here peeking out, but he doesn't get a kill there. He goes down. Same goes for Ryan, who only takes one, but again, those medics
Ooh,
there
they're
pick him
pushing
back up.
the attic right now.
Yep, James goes down. Karate likely to go down, but never mind, it's Karate. Who can ever get there? There he goes, finally goes down.
Yeah. Now where's the Biz push coming? I think that Thane already went down, Betty's still alive here. They will take the resonates, but that's not gonna get them anywhere. They need a new drop behind. They need it quick. They need to stop trickling.
Yeah, this trickling really is not doing them any favors right now, and again, it's sort of becoming a bit of a desperate panic push sometimes. A lot of these are.
Yeah.
James and Ryan now sticking together, but they're both medics, so they don't quite have the same frag power. But here comes DF up behind them. Now they are somewhat together. Let's see if they do a drop down. This might be a good effective push. I did notice that they were taking point, and GOBS didn't really put too much of a fight up, so I'm wondering if GOBS is just staying outside, and they're going to push back in hard.
I think they're pushing back in right now.
Oh yeah, James goes down as well. Ryan goes down. That's two medics. Lizard picks up James, but he does have to worry about this LA player from behind. That's Gan. Liddy also jumping in on point.
Up again though, so they've still got medics.
So
and they do take the point, but like how long can they hold it this time? They need to get in a really good hold here at this point.
So with Biz getting a little bit of control here, they currently need, I think this is 2.5 minutes to even get any lead time.
Yes.
So it is very risky right now for them. They can't lose this at all. Love that Liberator with a trickle in himself. TJ might be able to get a pick here. He's looking in through the holes, but look at this push by the GOBS members. We got Snyder pushing right onto point, gets a double. Here comes Lizard, gets a res off on James, who's going to go down immediately as GOBS pushes in hard all the way on the bottom of their attic.
It looks like if Biz doesn't come back in a big way, this map might be over already.
This one, yeah, this is looking a little bit too hectic for them right now. It feels like Biz has just lost their communication in general. A lot of their pushes are just very scattered right now. Their last one wasn't too bad, but their hold after that I think was questionable. Now we're going to see if they can do a drop down here. They do have a good amount of people on the flank side. Look at this. Zyros, Ryan, Musco, San, all three of them. So we got TJ already down. They are getting flanked themselves from behind, though. Gan and Snyder, they've already taken Zyros out. They do have to deal with San. San takes out Snyder. Looks like the rest of the Biz guys have actually gotten on the point. Again, not a lot of shooting to deal with the GOBS people, so I'm not sure where the GOBS boys are whenever that happens.
They all died, Gelos. I think you missed that flank, but someone wiped off like 4 of them.
That's interesting. A push here by Gumbo onto Pillbox. That's going to take Zyros out. Ooh, one day goes down for the GOBS boys. But he gets picked right back up. More resonates coming out. Zyros is going to get immediately downed if he takes that. No, wait, hold on. He's not dead yet. Now he is. GOBS takes a big push. Yeah. Again,
they are so good at these, like, just brute force pushes.
Yeah, death balls. They're very, very good at forming up into that death ball immediately. They may come in from different angles a lot, but then once they get close, it's like they're magnets all of a sudden. As soon as they get close enough, they turn into a blob of GOBS. Now we got Liddy here looking for, love that Liberator goes down, but Liddy herself also going down.
Yeah.
Failed to catch the Panda here off on the side. Karate also going down.
The Panda.
The Panda himself. Liddy also going down there. Gan taking a triple there before finally going down.
Does get traded out eventually, but he's got so many people there.
GOBS now only needs less than a minute, and they're going to actually win this first map.
How much time is left? Oh, there is
Currently, there's
enough
still
time.
6 minutes,
Okay.
so there is technically still enough time for Biz to come back, but they gotta play
But
very well.
Yeah. They would have to turn it around so hard.
Yeah,
And
this
I
would
feel
have
like
to be an absolute camp at this point.
At this point, they probably kind of like they probably. I wouldn't say tilted, but there's definitely a mental aspect to this.
Yeah, even the best teams out there, this one I think is one of the best ones I think we can ever. We can all agree is probably out there.
Yeah.
They'll have some of those tilting effects, some of those.
Oh, absolutely.
Is now going into their bottom floor, but only 5 seconds left. It does feel like they've somewhat conceded this one. Musco here just kind of rushing on in. The rest of the Biz guys rushing in. There it goes. GOBS winning the first map, first half by time, second half by cap. Very impressive.
Kessels for TR.
All right, so let's get a breakdown of actually how the individuals went. So for the GOBS side, they actually caught up in kills. It was 326 compared to BYZZ's 332. Very, very slight difference there by Biz winning only a little bit in terms of kills, but very, very close. But look at the reses given. Difference of almost 30.
I can't see it yet because of the delay, but I believe you.
The delay is about 5 minutes, so you'll have to wait just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is it?
No, it's 15.
God damn.
It's 15 minutes, obviously.
Okay. I believe you.
But another thing to notice, the damage assist isn't very, very different in both sides. GOBS at 191, Biz on 207. And the reason you're seeing that and you're not seeing a huge difference that GOBS would have more is because the GOBS didn't play. It wasn't so much they weren't playing together, or rather Biz wasn't playing together. It's that whenever they play, and no matter what format you see them play in, they play in crossfire angles a lot of the times. They'll get set up in corners across from each other a lot of times. GOBS, what they were doing on this one, and what really, really pushed them into the lead heavily, is that sort of magnetic attraction to each other. As soon as they got close, they just literally formed up into a blob of gob, and they were very difficult to deal with. And the medics had so much cover to then res anybody that was down at that point, as their entire team pushed forward. I feel like the Kessels map specifically really plays well for that particular strategy, and GOBS definitely just shot that out of the park. They did really, really well for that particular map. So we're going to see, the second map might play differently. We will see.
Which
why don't we...
is Paris, by the way.
It is Paris. Let me go ahead and put that on the map screen for us. It's going to be Paris East. It is I would say this plays a lot different than Kessels, because it's not quite a linear push one direction and you'll have the entire team pushed out of the map. It is. There are a lot of flanks. There's a lot of different angles, and I think what plays most importantly is LA play is insanely important on Paris, and we might see a double LA strategy coming in from the Biz side to try and counter Gan and his absolutely dominant strength there from that first half, really taking out Liddy a lot of times.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see double LA from both teams, honestly.
I wouldn't either, but I know a lot of the Biz team. There's a lot of really good LAs on the Biz side.
Oh, I need to call the prediction.
Oh yes, please do that.
I forgot to do that.
And while you're doing that,
one.
let's go ahead and get another.
So why don't you make the word GOBS?
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to do. We're going to do that right now.
GOBS one.
Let's go ahead and reset eligibility.
And I'm going to start the prediction for Paris.
There we go. All right, so type yourself exclamation point GOBS, and you can get rolled into that, and then we will get you another DBG code. So Paris East, like we were saying, it plays a lot differently than Kessels did. Kessels is very much a push the entire team out, like a syringe, basically. You just push, and the entire team will be completely out of that building if you just go in one direction. Paris, there's a lot of flanking routes. There's a lot of different ways you can play it, and like I was saying before, that LA strength is going to come very, very important here. Let's go ahead and take a look quickly in the scoreboard again, because I want to see if we see any changes of roster specifically.
I wonder if the
me
team
just
have
put
said
this-
anything in yellow chat. I don't see anything. Okay.
I don't see anything changing just yet, but I really would not be surprised if they swapped, or actually even if they kept Lizard in but swapped him out from Medic to LA. That would actually be probably
that
a great
is
idea
kind
too.
of what I am expecting, honestly.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're
But
just kind of
I wouldn't be
moving on over.
surprised if GOBS moves in a second LA player. Like, say, Zabrowski. Yeah, and I do see him in the channel, so I'm guessing that is what they have done. I'm not sure if he's going to be LA, but...
Super
he is in the
Broski,
channel.
well-known LA player.
Yeah, but also
Lately-
very solid heavy. The thing is, if he... Like, the downside to having Zabrowski play LA is you don't have him playing heavy.
Yep. Yeah, and he's just a phenomenal player in general. So you know,
Yeah.
he'll pull out that that Hunter CQX too. He'll get you. He'll get you with that.
Yeah, people actually tilt at his crossbow. That's how good he is.
All right, now that I'm actually at the base, before I go too far into actually how this next base is going to play out, I do want to talk about the individual scores for that last half. I want to point out one thing that I think is kind of interesting. Love that Liberator top frag the game, 49, and on the Biz side, DF was only 42 kills. Sand was actually only 41 kills. It was a lot harder for the Biz side to get their kills in on that second
you
half.
say that, but if you look at the averages of the heavy assaults, I think the Biz heavy assault kill count's probably slightly higher.
I would say so too. Yeah. But I will also say that the medics probably would throw that average up as well if you included them, because their medics got a lot of kills. One thing to note, those you know, the 3 medics on GOBS side got a lot more kills on the second half than they did on the first half, and that just implies a lot more ability to sort of get those kills in without having to risk their own lives, which means that usually they were seeing one person. And I think we did see that a lot. Biz was just getting caught out one at a time a lot of these times. And those medics were able to get their
the
frags.
second half was just very dominant for GOBS.
Yeah, it was, definitely. All right, let's go ahead and go into the main screen here, and we will talk about how this map can play out. This is Paris East. So it looks like we've got Biz here on... Sorry, I just want to let the people know that Cass is ready to go as well. We've got Biz here on the west side, is that right? Northeast side, I'm sorry. Northeast side, and then the southwest side is the GOBS team. They are. Is this an asymmetrical map? It's not quite your Aiken South or anything. They do play somewhat differently. There's slight advantages and disadvantages. I think one important one is the LA for the southwestern side does get this little head glitch here. So if the northeastern side gets a bit aggressive, they do have that ability to.
I don't think that's as relevant as it is in 66, honestly, Gelos.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But it is just something to point out, because if they do manage to get that roof control, just like in 6v6, it is very, very hard to get that roof, or rather that point control, because you can see just how much sort of area the LA can see from that roof. There's a ton, and you can see all of the point, obviously, but Sandwich is also covered. Both sides spawns are covered, and it is very, very difficult to get an LA off that roof if your LA cannot get on that roof yourself. So very, very important to see just how these LAs play that out. Another thing to note, the I and the V building here, the chevron, as some people call it, these are going to see a lot of use as well. 10v10, we see a lot more use than we do in 6v6. These are flanks. These are your spawn pushes sometimes. These are just how you get out of a spawn lock sometimes. These are just important buildings to use. And then, of course, the L building, still somewhat of the most important building, I'd say. We're going to see both teams really prioritize pushing into here, getting the nest control sandwich there, you can see. I building there, you can see. And, of course, that little box right there can be covered, which means you can get a guy down here on this point here to actually flip the point completely covered by a guy in nest. Both sides already know about this, so we're going to see things like that happen a good amount of times. Another thing to note is this I building does have a very sneaky angle onto where, I believe this is where BYZZ is going to be, right? Yeah, so this is where BYZZ would be regrouping, is on that I door, or that L door sometimes. You'll see them push all the way out here, and then occasionally they'll just wait here for just a moment while their medic might catch up, and in that short time span, if they don't have I cleared out, they will have to worry about, say, Snyder or Empowered or even Panda, somebody inside of this I building looking at them from that window or this door. So you do have to be careful of that if you are on that north eastern side spawn. Now, I do believe we're just waiting on a couple of the BYZZ guys to get either relogged or swap out. It does look like, by the way, it's not going to be Liddy and Lizard for their double LA. It's going to be Liddy and Booba.
I doubt it.
I see him logged in. He's on the script.
I'm sure he's gonna switch medic.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
I would be very surprised. I don't know how Booba plays on medic, but you would know better.
I think he's, at the moment, he's a better medic than LA. And I think Lizard's the better LA at the moment, for sure.
That is interesting, okay.
And Lizard is a better LA than he is a medic at the moment.
All right. Well, we'll see what they end up wanting to do.
I was playing Booba the other day, and he is. You know how sometimes he just turns his brain off, Gelos, when he plays LA?
Oh, he just turns his brain off in general. I don't know about.
Yeah,
LA.
he's full on brain off LA right now. He does. It's just there's no neurons, no nothing.
Listen, haven't we all had that feeling? I have that feeling constantly. For the GOBS guys, I do see that Super Broski's in.
Oh yeah, and he is on LA. I see him.
Yeah.
That's hype.
I don't know.
I see
who
Empowered
else.
switched in.
Yeah, Empowered is swapped in. I don't know who swapped out. I think Jump Rope's still in, so I don't know actually who jumped out for them.
Might have been TJ.
Ah, yes, you're right. TJ did.
And whoever is GEZ on TeamSpeak, I don't know who that is.
Oh, and also, if you are just coming into the stream, make sure you do type !GOBS to get in that giveaway. We're just waiting on the ref right now to make the call that we're going to start in like a certain amount of time. And then once she makes that call, we're going to do the roll here, and you will get your whisper from Gretchen cute.
I think one day is the other person they subbed out.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. One day. I don't see him on there anymore.
Yeah. We figured it out in the end. I wonder who's. I see Musco left the channel on TeamSpeak, so I wonder who BYZZ is bringing in. And DF left the channel as well. I wonder what's going on.
Oh, did you make another prediction, by the way? I
did.
Oh, very good.
It is running.
So make your.
It's got 1 minute 40 left on it, so
yeah.
you still got time.
Yeah, make your predictions, everybody, because and don't just assume that because GOBS won on the first map, that means they're gonna win every time.
The predictions are 53-47. I think people realize that this is still very open.
You got to remember that GOBS won on a map that is very good for that sort of death balling strategy. This could actually turn around entirely into BYZZ's more dominance rotation, where they can just really get great crossfire angles, just lock GOBS out. We might see that happen here, but of course GOBS is a very strong team in general, so even if that lockout does happen, I don't know how long it could happen.
We might also see a repeat of the first round.
Yeah, we could, where GOBS just sort of
we got Alpha coming in, Gelos.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Okay, Alpha's logging in right now, they say.
Just got it updated. So we've got Karowdy, Batty, Lizard, James, San, Alpha, Zyros, Ryan, Booba, and Liddy, all on the BYZZ side. That is a great lineup.
Yeah. Alpha is a medic that brings some more frag power in, I'd say, than Musco is great at just chain reviving people, but Alpha has just played an insane amount of medic over the years, and it's just I think honestly I can't think of a medic other than maybe James as well that has the frag power he does on medic, and I think Alpha's just beyond because of all the experience he has playing medic.
Yeah, I mean, he is literally a medic main who sometimes plays a very good heavy.
We start on this.
He used to. I feel like he plays a lot of heavy on life as well.
That's the ref making the call that we're getting started on this tick, so you know what that means. We're going to go ahead and roll it. And that is going to be It's Mjolnir 007 that wins. So we will get you your code in a whisper on Twitch. Keep an eye out for that. Make sure you say something in chat real quick as well.
Yeah, that
so
makes
that
it
way,
a lot easier for me.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for her to find you.
Ah, I've got them.
All right.
And for
20 seconds.
For anyone wondering what we are giving away, I believe it's €10 or dollars daybreak cash codes, whatever. I think
DBG
10,000
codes.
in game.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I think it's 10k in game. Whatever €10 or $10
10K?
is.
Isn't it 1K? It might be 1K. I
Five.
think it's 1K.
4, 3,
I'm looking it up.
2, 1. Second match start. Second match start.
All right, so the match has now started. We're going to actually be looking at the BYZZ side this time around, where it looks like we got 3 medics. I don't know if we have a 4th this time. Well, we do have a 4th. It's Alpha. He's going on the ult spawn.
Yeah, Alpha is
actually,
basically a heavy dog.
basically,
a heavy that can rework.
basically, yeah.
Dabrowski on the head glitch. Look at this dirty little motherfucker.
Give it your all.
Now, GOBS has gone all in on second floor here. A ton of them up there. BYZZ, on the other hand, they went all in on Cubby. They got about 4 people down there, and here comes the pushback outside. Karowdy here goes down to Gan, but Gan does get taken out. And there's medics there to revive Karowdy. Now, one thing to note here is that Gobos, they had a lot of people upstairs, but a lot of them have actually just jumped back outside. Sabrowski jumping off a balcony here. But love that Liberator coming around and actually gets a double before finally going down. But a medic there, James, picks everybody up from the BYZZ side. Here's a jump by Lizard, takes 1 and
almost takes 2. Holy shit. That
almost gets Gan. Very close.
That was impressive.
BYZZ now in the lead for time.
Oh, look at this flank by Snyder. He's made it behind. He's actually going to I. Okay.
Liddy here now on roof as well, just kind of backing Gan off. Lizard coming to try and reinforce, but here comes Gan with a drop down. He takes out Batty. He's gonna get Ryan as well, maybe? No, instead he just kind of
Ryan manages to run away. For now.
Yeah, no, he goes down after jumping on the point though. Here's the rest of GOBS,
but
however.
BYZZ got 40 seconds on the point there.
Yep.
That's a good start.
Yeah, good amount of time there. That's what you want to see if you are if you're kind of struggling to get a lead in. Alpha goes down near I build. Now the rest of GOBS has still maintained L control. Snyder here pushing out, doing a little damage to Snyder. He's gonna jump around here. There's Sand, I'm sorry. And he does actually take Sand out. Liddy also goes down, but it was a trade, and Liddy's gonna get picked right back up. Snyder pushed all the way outside, and he's not
Look at this harassment Blizzard is doing with the Pulsar C just across the map. He's got so much range with that carbine. He's just killing, like, even if he's not killing people across the map, he's just harassing them constantly.
Pulsar C is something you would normally see on live only, but in this format, and I'd say with this particular kind of lineup, I think it's actually working really well for him.
I think in general with LAs there has been a switch back to realizing that ranged carbines, like over the last year or so, can have a spot in Jaeger play, especially for this format.
Well, maybe. I mean,
if you think of all
he's using it.
There's a lot of LAs that, for example, if they play Aiken and 6v6 even, they will just barely leave their home move and try to play very passive. And for that kind of play, why wouldn't you use a ranged carbine?
Yeah. Although, how good is the Horizon for kind of ranged combat like that?
It's pretty good. I would prefer it personally, but I know Lizard doesn't. I never asked him why, but yeah.
I would always assume that Horizon would be my first choice for a ranged one, because you can use that in such a funny way with.
You can use it for both. I guess the downside is you have less bullets.
By the way,
considerable, but
something to note here, it looks like BYZZ has actually gotten spawn lock set up, something I did not expect to actually see in this match, and they are holding it pretty well.
I think this is honestly 66 experience and frag power showing.
Yep, and it's working pretty well. GOBS has managed to get them off of normal spawn. Alt spawn's still struggling a little bit, as they do have to deal with Karowdy inside of B, but they have finally managed to push out from normal spawn. Liddy has taken a double, though, before finally going down. The rest of the GOBS member.
And
there he
stop
goes.
the point contestation, which is a valuable time.
Yeah, and Sand's back up too. I think he got a resonade.
I think he's out of medkits, so looking at this health.
Yeah, he definitely is.
That's unlucky.
I wonder, Sand's notorious for running out of nanites mid-game. I wonder if he even has all his nanites back.
You know, a lot of that is because he never sticks around after the match or after the round to gain nanites back.
Yeah.
So really, it's his own fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say
What
so.
a noob. And GOBS just can't get a clean wipe
No, they
here.
can't.
This is just these crossfire angles.
Yeah,
They can never get rid of all of them.
Where it didn't work out at all on Kessel's, here you can see, because of how you can split, these crossfire angles are absolutely shredding the GOBS pushes.
I'd actually like to win this
And
fight.
we're 1 minute 30 about away from the capture actually for BYZZ, and getting the cap in first half here would be a big statement, and it would give them a very comfortable lead.
Absolutely.
Even if you lose the second half on time, you'd still win the map.
Yep. Yeah, it would be up to GOBS to actually get a full cap in on the second half. Now, what I will say is, though, that GOBS has actually managed to get a bit more control back on the map. They do have to deal with, it looks like, I building and L shape. There's not everybody is down. They haven't gotten a full wipe or anything, but they have managed to get at least L
Lizard takes
control back.
both LAs there. He does die in the end, but
Yeah,
goddamn
but
Lizard.
look at this. Liddy is still alive, too. So with Liddy still alive with roof control, we might see a drop down. I'm not
She's
sure
not
where she
even
just
on
went.
roof. She's on point. She's contesting points.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's even more valuable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, got out of the 66 method. Just here for the point time.
Yeah.
Ooh, GOBS takes V3 though and will run onto point here. And Liddy and Lizard have to fight the allies again, so
love
they
that
can't even
Liberator
just go down.
tried to jump on point, but James, Zyros, Booba, even Karauti over here easily have access to him, taking him out. They're going to get control back. Minute and 15 seconds now until this potentially will cap in favor of BYZZ. Now remember, if BYZZ wins the second map, we're going to be going into a third map.
Which will be...
I don't remember exactly.
Drumroll? It's Bridgewater.
Bridgewater, that's right. Yeah, it's going to be paintball. We'll talk a little bit more about that on the end, but
I cannot wait.
That one's going to be a very interesting one to watch.
Yeah. I've only seen, or I've only played Fiji. Actually, did we play Fiji? I'm not even sure. I really don't know how that one's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't either.
On Castles, I thought I had a feeling that this was gonna lose that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to say it before, but I did say it in private to you before. I think.
Yes, of course. No, you didn't.
I did. When we were on Joke Tears, I said if we're dropping a map, it's gonna be the first one.
I'm being gaslit right now, everybody. Just
watch,
watch
I'm gonna girl boss the fuck out of you, girl.
Look at this angle that James has here on point. GOBS is just all over it, but James... Oh, no, actually, James goes down. He got flanked. Yeah. But that was a nice angle he had there for a moment. Unfortunately, GOBS still up, and they're attacking this point. Ooh,
right now,
here. Very nice angle as well.
BYZZ needs to be very careful of trickling. It looks like... I mean, they are getting frags, so...
They are, yeah. At this point, I'd be more worried about GOBS than anything else, because they're actually going down at a consistent rate. They're all around V tree.
Yeah, but they still have control, though.
Well, you're saying that, but look at how quickly they're going down. They're all around V tree. A couple of them are getting rezzed, though. We do see Booba here doing a little bit of damage. Let's see if he can get a push over here. Maybe get Karauti up. He's going to get Karauti, yeah. And here comes a push as well from Sandwich. If Sandwich can get a push in and take out V tree's entirety, as here comes Booba now.
There's a flank, Zyros on the big flank. There we go, and Karauti in the middle.
Karauti with a nice no-scope there. So there goes V-Tree control. That's going to continue with BYZZ's control if they get anybody on point. Yeah, they've completely forgotten about point, unfortunately.
And they're not getting map control either. They go
Oh, yeah, they did. L control still on in favor of actually nobody. Doesn't look like anybody, but V control, tree control, I should say.
Yeah, it is.
GOBS.
The fight compared to 66 has moved completely from L control to just controlling V tree.
Yeah.
Because it gives you point.
Lizard here, however, along with Liddy, both have great angles down on the point. One of them might jump down here on the point. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let's see what's going on.
I think they're still trying to get frags first. Get map control.
Maybe.
And they
Liddy
are
just took
slowly getting it, I think.
But she goes down after. And is that BYZZ getting control now? No, Gan jumping down on a point.
Maybe.
Along with Super Broski there, taking out Karauti. James also going
James
down.
takes one and goes down.
Ooh, this is looking a little risky here, but BYZZ still is getting time on the point. GOBS now just now jumping back on it.
So far in the lead that it's going to be impressive if they lose this.
Yeah.
Like, impressive on their part to lose this.
San here getting Call Me Pain. He's going to run into L. Let's see if he goes... Oh, okay. I thought he was going to go top there, but I guess not. He's going to instead go for a flank. Let's see if he gets anybody. He does take out Sobek. And here comes Karauti as well from the back. He gets a no-scope on jump rope, and he goes down after that. Oh, now that was actually Sand that went down. Karauti going down right afterwards. Here's a res for Santa and Karauti. Both of them back up. Full health. That is going to be Biz getting L control fairly quickly, too. Good recovery on that one. Biz maintaining point control as well. They got a couple people on Orange Box and V-Tree. Here comes Snyder around a V-Tree. He takes out Zyrus. He does have to deal with James. He has James as well. 3 people now on V-Tree. Zyrus is about to get res picked back up.
Hey, Gelos.
Here's a push by Booba.
Let me completely unbiased pick a question from chat.
Go on.
Pavu is asking why Americans call it sandwich and why Euros call it connector, and it's because Euros are good at Counter-Strike and Americans are bad at Counter-Strike.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. First of all...
Yeah, you never played Counter-Strike because you're American. You wouldn't understand.
I heard sandwich from the old hood comms.
I've heard both from both.
But also, connector is just a mouthful. Sandwich is a delicious mouthful, though.
But it's a hot dog a sandwich.
Yes, we've already been over this. That's not even.
Oh, okay.
That's not even a question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now a good amount of rezzing here happening from the GOBS team as they got Hollow back. Oh, but Booba and Sand are both still behind them. Can they actually completely finish this off? It looks like Sand's pushing. He doesn't have shields left. He's taking them out.
Back up as well.
Took out all 3 of them, and he continues to push. He finally goes down to Sobek. Here's a resnade for the GOBS members. Alpha did not get Sand back up. GOBS members are back up entirely. They are recovered. They're going to hit point.
But they wasted a lot of GOBS time there.
Yeah, they did.
They stayed alive for so long. Zyra should not take that resnade. Will he? I think he's still holding for
He
it.
might. He might take it.
Oh, he can take it now. Karauti's been fragging. There you go.
Ooh, here comes Zyrus to try and finish. Call Me Pain, but he doesn't. Call Me Pain instead takes him out. Call Me Pain does eventually go down.
There's a resnade for Fiji.
Yep. GOBS getting picked back up there. More control on the point by the GOBS team. It would take 7 minutes for them to get a full cap, which is technically impossible, but they do technically have time to actually get this in their favor for time. Now, one thing I think we can both agree on is that's damn near impossible at this point. So what they really want to be focusing on now is just making sure that Biz does not get a full cap, because a full cap is a lot harder to come back from.
Yeah. Sure.
So really, they just need a continued harassment campaign on that.
Biz is gonna be pretty happy with where the game currently is, but they're still gonna want that full cap just to kind of secure it.
Yeah.
Because Fiji's back in this game.
Yeah,
big
absolutely.
time. After they got spawn locked so hard at the beginning. And they really, I think it's mainly them just playing around the V-tree so well.
Yeah, that is definitely their priority. That seems to be working out super well for them. And it's weird how difficult it's been for Biz to completely back them off of that tree too. Karauti with another no. How does he do that? He gets so many of these kills so quickly.
Gelos, he's cheating.
He's cheating. Never mind, everybody. You heard it here first.
Yeah. That's why he never dies as well.
That makes sense.
Now he's got a bigger hitbox on you, and you've got a smaller hitbox on him.
So Biz now, they are in control of the timer. However, it is going to be damn near impossible for them to get a full cap unless they get a spawn lock going and fully keep them out of his base for the next minute and a half. Let's see if they can actually do it. I don't see them getting a spawn lock set up at all right now. The Zyros and Booba kind of going around
moving into the crossfire positions.
You would think that Sand would already be on that hollow angle there. That is
no.
You
got to wipe one push before you have time to get there, and he knows.
Now Booba has just gone
Lydia
down
and Lizard
on Orange.
both die here to ban.
Good.
That's bad.
Yeah, this
That's
is very bad for GOBS.
Fiji.
GOBS. Oh, and here comes GOBS on V-Tree. If they jump on that point, which they are, that's going to secure win by time rather than cap for the Biz side. So GOBS now, they have lost the first half by time only at least, but you know, keeping it secured so that they don't have to deal with an entire full cap on the next half does make this a little bit better for them.
Yeah. That is a comeback potential that's a lot
Yes,
bigger.
absolutely.
Than...
Here comes
Which
James inside of I building. Oh, wow, did he just swap over to... Oh, no, okay, I think it was Zyros that came and finished off Snyder.
I do believe they just played the stronger side, though.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's so hard to predict how these things go.
I will say you're absolutely right. Sometimes it's very hard to get out of this alleyway if you get spawn locked on that. That's a much rougher area to deal with. But we'll see.
Getting spawn locked from the eye is incredibly hard to deal with. I feel like both teams are just kind of. I think I know. They're just sort of playing it out.
Yeah.
End of round.
There it
end
goes.
Of round.
All right, so first half of second map, win goes to BYZZ. Let's go on into the scoreboard. So we can see a breakdown here of kills is clearly in favor of BYZZ by about 40-ish, somewhere like that. They definitely played a lot more traditionally on this map than they did on Kessels. It was a lot easier for them to get crossfire angles set up and to really just lock the hell out of GOBS, making sure they could not get back into the base at least one time. We saw them get that spawn lock set up one time, but that's really all you need. You saw just how effective that was. It is just ridiculously difficult to deal with that. Kills breakdown. We do see Sand top frag of the game, 42 kills.
Incredibly surprised.
Very, very high amount of kills. He's followed up by Zyros at 33 in second place. And then I believe Snyder on the other side, 31 kills. Everybody doing a pretty good job in terms of kill counts there. For the BYZZ side, most of the heavies, I think, doing pretty well. Baddies struggling just a little bit at 1-1, but not bad. Not bad overall. Their medics, however, interestingly enough, res is given on both sides. Is at about 192 on BYZZ side. So, you know, that's only a difference of 8 comparatively. Not too bad at all, considering. But again, you gotta point one thing out. GOBS only has 3 medics compared to BYZZ's 4, so they are still very much focusing on the res portion of their gameplay rather than the frag portion, where you can see James 26 kills as a medic. Ryan also 22 kills as a medic.
I'm quite surprised by seeing Alpha's kill count being that low. He did just come in, to be fair. Maybe he didn't warm up that much before.
A little bit cold, probably.
Yeah.
Another thing to note is the LA performance. Both sides doing equally well at 27 and 22 and 27 and 23, respectively. Pretty good job here by both sides. LA's, they really did just keep a harassment campaign on each other and made sure that there was not a dominant one side gets the roof control the entire game. Another thing I should point out definitely is Karaudi's performance at 29 kills. He was actually very much pushing hard onto the GOBS team a lot of the times. He has a lot of capture ticks even because of how many times he actually pushed the GOBS people out of V3.
There is no one I hate playing as much on this map as I do hate playing Karauti on this map. He's just everywhere and he hits the nuttiest shots, and even if he misses his bolt, he'll just double tap you with some pistol.
Alright, so that is the score breakdown. Let's go ahead and get our next giveaway going here. What's our keyword for this one? What do you think? V-tree? Like V-tree? All right.
Sure. All right. Alpha saying he doesn't have kills because he's bad. That's a blatant lie right there. Oh, we're seeing a few substitutions,
there we go.
I think.
All right, so go ahead and type yourself V-tree into chat there. We will get you enrolled, and then at the end of once the ref calls for how much longer we got, we will get you a giveaway. Now, is there anything else to talk about for both sides' scores? I don't believe so. I think that pretty much sums everything up there. For anybody that's just joined in, though, you know, first half, second map does go to BYZZ. I know the score kind of looks weird because it says 10-1, but
There's some discussion going on with the referees, but I don't know what's happening.
We'll let them work that out. It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, they haven't told us, so it can't be that important.
Yeah,
it's probably just a reminder of the rules.
Yeah, maybe. So anyway, the Biz side, they do win on this second half, but only by time. GOBS, they actually won that entire first map, and pretty well, especially by the second half. So we'll see if GOBS can make another comeback here on the second half and really, really push hard onto Biz and maybe potentially even win the second map. And if they do that, then we don't go to a third map at all. But that said, if they only win by time, we're going to play a third round on this map to see who wins this map specifically. And then, assuming that Biz wins this map entirely, we're going to go on to one last map at the very, very end, and that is going to be Bridgewater.
Which will be our decider.
Yep, a lot of people know this as paintball.
I'm so hyped for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very
because
fun
I really
one.
don't know how it's going to go.
The second round starts on the stick. The second round starts on this stick.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll it. See who we got. El Ray Zero is going to be our next winner. Go ahead and say something in chats. That way Gretchen can...
Yeah, I got him.
There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and go into the main screen then.
That's the fourth code we've given away, yeah? Yeah.
I believe so. I don't... Let me think here.
One before the match, one at halftime, and one after the first map. This is the fourth one.
Right, yep, I think you're right. So, code number 4.
Making sure I'm not sending out any the wrong ones. Maybe I should cross these
Probably
off
should
or
cross
something.
it out, yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to do because you send me the message with them, but...
Send the message again and then start editing.
That's a good
Might
idea. Yeah, I pinged you.
Easy.
I hope you heard that.
5,
Oh, bad news. I have it on Do Not Disturb.
3, 2,
All right.
1. Second round start. Second round start.
So it looks like we still got the same squad comp, as is expected from BYZZ's side.
No, we've got TJ coming in for, I think, Call Me Pain.
Oh, okay. So Call Me Pain out on the Gobos side.
He was not having a good half, to be, like...
Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he really frags out, but sometimes, he's having a cold day. I've noticed that many times. He's either really on it or he's really not.
Hey, Biz just completely ignored the L shape and just went around.
Yeah, and it might be working for them too. Although I do see two people down. Ryan and Liddy both down. San also already down a point. Meanwhile, all of Gabo's top floor of L, it's going to be very hard to get them out of that right now. The way that this is set up and the fact that they don't have any LAs to deal with them.
It is also 30 seconds of free time for Biz, though.
Yeah, they did get themselves 30 seconds, but getting wiped off entirely like that and having to regroup might spell a bit of a disaster. We'll see if they can come back and actually push them out quickly. Oh, Liddy with roof control taking Gan out right there. Does have to deal with
She does
Sub.
know Sub's all around, though, and he is looking to push her. Liddy runs right past Panda. Okay, she goes back
Oh,
home,
but
and
she does go down to Sub. Meanwhile,
and
over
it
here
looks
around
like
B tree, it
GOBS
looks like
might be doing the spawn lockout.
maybe no, I don't think so entirely. Oh well, actually, I take that back. I just saw a ton of the Biz guys die just now at the spawn. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. GOBS now going for spawn lock. We got Sobek on the classic spot right behind the box, and we got crossfires set up from both V tree and Hollow. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing a reversal of roles, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see if Biz can recover from this. I've never actually seen Biz have to really heavily recover from a spawn like that hard.
We had exactly the situation in a scrim against Fiji once, and we couldn't recover at all from it.
Ooh,
but
this could be really bad.
I think we've grown since then, Gelos.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully no clown emojis
Big,
come out.
Big... The clown emojis are coming out, I think. Big wipes.
Yeah, it's not looking amazing here for Biz. They're kind of still
they
somewhat
are
scattered.
making progress, but...
They are, but with the medics that GOBS has, it doesn't really mean too much. They can get a couple of kills, but those medics are just going to pick them right back up. And here, you can see GOBS still has their full roster up.
Yeah,
now, big
but
spawn push.
They lost L side.
But here comes GOBS with big force. They've taken Karauti out, and GOBS is now deathballed inside of the L building. That does mean that there's only a few people left on B tree, though. This could actually be good for Biz if they had anybody pushing it. They don't.
They did have Saiyan, but he was all by himself and went down.
Very, very difficult to push by yourself like that.
But they are getting back in.
Yep, and they do now have bottom floor, and they're getting point control now. They do have to deal with the fact that GOBS just got a minute and 7 seconds on the point, though. But can we see a spawn lock potentially set up here? I don't think we're going to see it right off the bat here because we do see a lot of people in I building. Let's see what happens here. Empowered goes down. He was one of the only medics on alt
What
spawn.
is Lizard doing right now?
Here comes Jump Rope. He's rezzed him. James here getting a little damage off Super Broski. Super Broski going down. Here comes the res by Booba. More reses coming out.
I think Fiji has L control. Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. Which means they're going to have Nest here in just a moment. They're going to be able to see right onto point from a fairly safe position. Now, I don't see any roof LAs either, so they're not going to see any drop downs. Zyro's behind this little rock right here. He's going to get some damage off. He takes out Sabrowski, but he is getting flanked by Love That Liberator, who is on point himself. Empowered also helping out on point. They do both have to deal with Karauti on the other angle, way back there. Karauti is a very, very good bolter, but he does go down off of V3. And that has continued. GOBS support on time. They have about a minute and almost 40 seconds now on time.
I believe if both teams were to win by time, this map would be considered a draw and the third map would be played.
Yes. No,
but I'm not sure.
I don't think the third map would be. I think the way that it worked, the way it was explained to me anyway, I think, is that one more round be played on this map to determine the winner of this map.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense actually, because otherwise you could draw the entire match.
Right.
Enemy medic in the area.
Okay. That's good to know. I finally understand how the match is working for me.
It only took until the finals. And who knows if I'm right. Now looks like a push here on main spawn by the Biz guys. San getting Empowered taken out. Liddy gonna get res, but gonna probably go back down. Yep. And that's Jump Rope taking a double there with the tar. Ryan making a push inside. Gets Korer, but Korer does get the res off, but doesn't matter. Sobek goes right down afterwards. Ryan just going back and forth, slaughtering people right now. Taking out a lot of people. He's got a quad right now.
Hell yeah, on the medic.
Finally goes down, and look at this. Despite all the damage, GOBS is fully back up. Their medics are just on top of it. It's so hard to get rid of them.
And if they cap this half, that's game over for Biz.
Yeah, it will be. Now we've got Gobos here, just getting more spawn locks set up. Ooh, Karauti gets a nice pick off of Love That Liberator there off of Orange. And Emp going out as well onto V3, takes out the shield. Love That Liberator taking a lot of damage there. Everybody's still in a good spot relatively. They don't have to worry too much. They are getting pushed now by San, who actually does trade out on TJ. But again, TJ getting rezzed by Korer.
And at this point, GOBS has so much time on this point. Honestly, the win in quotation marks condition for Biz at this point is probably denying the cap.
Yeah. I mean, there's still about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. They still can, but they have to not only get the point, they need to spawn lock the hell out of this point. And then it's going to be still very close.
That would be an insane comeback.
So we've got it now back, Biz control. We've got a few people heading into L as well. Ryan ignoring one of the players there. He's going to try and go downstairs instead. Looks like we got a lot of Gobos here up top. Here's another res. Zyros goes right back down. James going right back down. Batty getting a res nade, but he's going to go down almost immediately. Yeah, he goes down.
GOBS is so good at taking back the L shape, and whenever they do take back the L shape, they just take back the entire map from there.
Yeah, because their medic play is just insane. You know, we see a lot of these scattered pushes by Biz, which, you know, normally this would be great pushes that would wipe out the whole team, but because there's medics in play, GOBS just picks them up. That whole side was wiped out at one point, but GOBS had one medic left that just picked them. Alpha, Booba, and Ryan all back up on Hollow here as one Resnade picks them all up. These are, by the way, almost all of the medics in play there for the Biz side were out there for just a moment. Sand getting picked back up. That's going to be Biz back in control of L, and they're going to get back on point here as well.
But it's only 1 minute left for Fiji to cap, and that would be GG.
Yeah, they need to get some kind of a spawn lock set up. Zyro's going for an early push right onto alleyway. Takes out Gan. Really nice job there. But look at alt spawn. We have a ton of gobos here coming up on the stairwell.
They're just going for the L play again.
Big
And
death ball here. They've taken Liddy. This death ball is going to go straight upstairs. They're going to deal with absolutely everybody up here, almost no problem. Karate goes down. Ryan goes down.
this is just not reacting to this at all. They're not stacking the L shape. They're losing it over and over again. And from there, they just lose the entire map.
Liddy here dropping down. Gets one pick, but with the amount of medics that GOBS still has, they'll just come back in the building. They'll pick him right back up.
I'd actually like to win this
Minute
fight.
and 30 seconds now until cap potentially goes through for GOBS. And we're getting closer to the point where if BYZZ can't, at bare minimum, get it back to neutral, they just need to worry about getting this at least to the point where it's not a win by cap, not by and just by time instead.
Flank coming in from Booba by himself here, though. That's... Oh no, he's got Sane with him. Okay.
Ryan
And they do
here
take 2.
dealing with some of the main spawn lockers. Oh, but here's the Resnade, picks up a couple, but they go down immediately, actually. Good reaction by BYZZ. 49 seconds now, and it is just now getting flipped here for the BYZZ side. Alpha coming around to sandwich. He can hear this unlimited firing going off. He just finds Core, goes him, takes
That's
him.
just unlucky getting that
Very
bug.
unlucky.
Yeah. It happens so much with medics.
It does. It's an animation bug with taking out your med tool.
Yeah. And once again,
5 minutes left in the match
GG's
now.
piling into L, but this time it is working out as well for them.
Yeah, this
At
time
least
around,
not yet.
BYZZ is actually crumbling a little bit, but you can see with these medics, and here's another Resnade for the GOBS guys. These Resnades play such an important part into the GOBS rotations, because they throw one out and then they'll go somewhere else entirely, get a res off on top. They did finally go down inside of L building, it looks like, but BYZZ, unlikely, I'd say, to get time back to neutral. At this point, it's exactly where we were thinking we were going to be seeing this. It's just going to be them trying to deny the cap by win and just kind of keep it by time.
Yeah. But they need to get more time back on it. They need to... There's a good hold here. Or they're just gonna get locked out once again and that's it. They are finally holding on to the L shape. They finally realize what's going on, I feel like.
Yeah, James over here on V-Tree. He has taken out Sobek. He's getting some damage off. Love that Liberator. He actually trades him out. Sand here inside of, looks like Chevron.
Yeah. Sane always flanking.
You know, that's what AC stands for.
Always flanking? Yeah, I believe it.
A big push here by the BYZZ guys. Actually, all up on here on Rock. They know that alt spawn's about to be fairly populated. Here they come.
Oh, that is
GOBS
so
with a
many.
big push, going with the death ball.
But I think this might be more ready for this. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they
trading.
definitely seem ready for it. But again, does it
Well,
matter? Like, because we
well,
see how
are they?
many
I don't think
GOBS
there's
people
any
are
medics
still
left
alive.
for GOBS though.
Wow, that was actually, yeah, no, you're right. GOBS actually did go completely down. The Fiji, or rather BYZZ was completely ready for this.
Well, I think it could have been better, but they managed. They pulled through.
All right, now we've got, now we're not seeing a spawn lock setup, one thing to note. But GOBS is making another push on alt spawn here. Basically the exact same strategy they just employed, but this time maybe it'll work. Empowered goes down. I don't see many medics left here for the GOBS side either. One Resnade does come out, but it only hits a heavy. We do have one more medic on the outside, 2 more medics on the outside. They're getting the picks
There is
now.
another resonate coming now.
Yeah, here we go. Now that's the rest of the GOBS members all back up. More reses coming out. Lizard does trade out with the last 2 people downstairs.
I think BYZZ is stabilizing though,
BYZZ
yeah.
has stabilized, yep.
This is actually impressive.
This is so... Oh, this is a little dangerous here for
They might have
GOBS.
time. They might have time.
I mean, technically, they do have time to actually get a win by time. However, it's just so unlikely. But I mean, we're
right
looking
now,
at 2 minutes.
they're
Yeah,
moving in the right direction.
this is dangerous here for GOBS. They need to jump, just harass the point. They're clearly not going to get
they
pinned by
are,
Cap, but
right.
here's Zyros jumping onto close box. Oh, but he goes down. Batty also jumping onto mid tree. Alpha going down. Batty down.
Zabrowski doing
GOBS.
so much work there.
Yeah,
And
GOBS.
that's a GOBS, right? And that's probably gonna be the time gone already.
They're
then?
on point in a big
Maybe?
way here. This is getting so close to the point where we
Yeah,
can't even call it.
I think it's gone now.
Ryan here getting a little damage. He has taken a couple there, it looks like, from Nest Window. Zyros going down on V-Tree. GOBS still maintaining control, and I think that's it. That's where we can call it. So that's going to be a win for GOBS by time, which means we're going to be pushed back in on this map for one more round.
And I think they switched sides again.
Well, I think it's a coin toss. They're gonna flip to see who gets what side.
You think?
I believe so. That's the way it's been played out on the other matches, but we'll see. There is BYZZ just trying their best to kind of deal with a little spawn lock happening against them. I say little, but actually it's working pretty well. V-Tree has been really holding them down on this alt spawn. Meanwhile, main spawn, you still see Jump Rope right up on them. Jump Rope does finally go down, though. Sobek. Oh, Sobek actually takes Zyros out. Here comes Sobek trying to deal with James, but James actually takes out Sobek.
3, 2, 1.
There it goes.
In the front. The second round goes in favor of TR. So please, both team captains, please join the referee channel for the coin flip for the decider round. Thank you.
So the way this is going to work, they're going to go up there, they're going to coin toss, and they're going to decide who gets what side. So while they're doing that, we were not going to do another giveaway just yet. We'll do another giveaway at the end of this next one, just to see. We'll see. We'll see. You know, because we want to have enough for the halftime as well, just in case we go to that third map. All right. So let's take a look at our individual scores. For GOBS, we got 462, BYZZ 490. So GOBS actually caught up on kills. A lot of kills, by the way. Something to note. That is just a massive amount of kills for both sides. This is a smaller map, so it's not too unexpected. San here at 73 kills, top frag of the game. Not too unexpected there at all. Followed closely by, I believe somebody on the other side actually was 62. Snyder at 62 kills. Quite nice as well. Zyros at 61. Back on his side, the BYZZ side. So their kill potential still pretty decent on the BYZZ side. But for the GOBS guys, you know, they only need those 3 medics, and they are getting just 220 reses as opposed to BYZZ's only 188. Really just incredible job by their medics so far. They've been very, very good at it.
Monkey just asked about the scoreboard. 10-1. Just ignore it. Don't worry about it.
For some reason they added a 10 to a cap at one point. I'm not really sure why.
Don't worry about it.
But yes, it is very, very nice so far. We're gonna see though if this sort of keeps up, because again we're going on to this last one, and I'm wondering if, you know, you say that GOBS had the weaker side on the first half, but you saw in the second half they actually came back. They were able to take it by time.
Maybe.
But still.
I might have been wrong.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the coin flip channel, by the way, to see what's happening. I will update you as soon as I know.
Very good, very good.
The coin flip bot isn't working, so...
Yes. Why don't they just have?
Yes,
why don't they just have a
perfect.
quarter? They use a quarter.
Because no one will believe you, Gelos.
Oh, that's fair.
Nothing is happening. Nothing is... They're all typing coin flip.
In a production, everybody. In a production.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, anyway, though, you know, we still saw a really, really good job, I think, by almost everybody. It looks like the LA's still pretty good For both sides, I don't see a huge split. Looks like Sup got a little under 10, no, a little over 10 more kills than Liddy. So maybe they're winning the LA fight just a little bit more on the GOBS side. But other than that, not too terribly bad. Not too terribly bad at all.
Yeah, but Lizard's also getting Lizard's also above the kill count of
Yeah,
the other.
by about
so
6, yeah.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It looked pretty equal from looking
Very
from the
much so,
outside.
I'd say, yeah. One thing to note, though, is that Lizard was using a longer range weapon, whereas Liddy's using the more standard, I believe...
VX67.
Oh, VX67, okay.
Yeah, not the Serpent.
I always forget that she uses the VX67, not the Serpent.
Yeah. And that you can just silence the Serpent, and it's a better gun, Gelos.
Oh.
They don't understand.
Oh.
They don't understand. It's because it sounds better when silenced.
It does sound better.
And if
true.
it sounds better, then it's a better gun.
Yep. No, that's yeah.
You know the trust, right?
Did you know that the Gauss saw when you silence it, it's a GoldenEye gun? It's super quiet, and it's just a little GoldenEye gun. You just shoot it once.
Yeah, but it's playing like a coward, and that's not what NC about. NC is about big guns, making big sounds, doing big damage, and that's why you can't put a. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't put a silencer on there. It's wrong.
One thing I should note as well, for the BYZZ side, look at the kill count on their medics. Look at Ryan at 51 right there. That is a good amount of kills.
I mean, Empowered's also got 41, which is
that's true too. Yeah,
pretty good. But
yeah,
not quite.
That's pretty good though. I mean, he is dying more than he's killing still, but that's not really the main point of a medic. Main point is to look at those reses and look at that. 62,
I have an update on the coin flip. I believe that Fiji just won the coin flip.
Okay, so I don't know what that means for which side is going to get which, because I don't.
I think they got to choose. Okay, the things stay the same. Fiji chose the side they just played.
That makes sense. They were definitely playing a lot better on this side than they were on the other side. But I think a lot of that had to do with how they got spawn locked at one time. I don't know. I think if BYZZ were able to get one spawn lock off like they got on the first half, they would actually really dominate. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I wonder if BYZZ learned their lesson from that round and just won't completely give up L, and if Fiji sticks with the same strategy of just rushing L, then we might see this going very differently.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back in the main screen here. We're not gonna see any swaps around. It looks like we're not gonna see any subs coming in as well. We're just going to be waiting here for just a moment while everybody gets prepared. I don't know if they're going to be... I don't think they're going to wait for nanites at all. If they do, I might grab some water because I'm getting pretty dry. Okay, it looks like they're doing a...
Okay, they do.
They are going to do a cert beacon here for nanites, so that's going to be a quick thing. So we don't have to worry too much. Oh, yep, there it is back here. I wonder if... Do they have one on the other side there?
Yeah. Yeah, there is one by the bridge.
Oh, by the bridge. Oh, yeah, there it is. So those are good. That's so anybody that doesn't know what these are, this is how you get the massive amounts of certs. But there's a side nice thing that it also does, and it refills your nanites. So for anybody like, let's say, San, who always runs out of nanites, it's very, very nice to just get your nanites back so we don't have to wait too long for the ticks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. I was wondering how they were going to deal with that. They put they put cordium around it so you can't get over to it again.
Okay. Yeah.
Smart. I was wondering how they were planning on dealing with that.
Yeah, because you don't want people going down mid-match to get nanites.
Because can you imagine the resonate spam?
Yes, I can, Gelos. In fact, I played 12v12, and I remember one team in particular figured out the lineups from the Sunny that Fiji is playing right now to resonate people on V3.
Really?
Yes, they were throwing resonates from their Sunday.
You know, that is actually, it's a smart way to prep, I will say.
It is.
I think
it shows you how good the game mode was. Because there was resonate bando back then.
Ah, yeah. I think I remember a line from Vizzy, I want to say, Long time ago, like they practiced for Farmers League. Obviously not resonades, but they knew where to throw on Ganon's South their actual nades. To always like they could throw it from the outside of South, which that would be the Dubs area. They would throw it from there. It would
That's
bounce.
north.
Is it north?
Yeah, the Dubs are north.
Okay, so the outside of north there, where the Dubs are, they would throw it, and it would bounce off the server box and hallway, and it would hit somebody coming in from Fat 3, and it was.
God damn.
Yeah. Can you
That's
imagine?
yeah. Yeah, I can actually, because as you know, we used to have Richard on the team, and Richard is a famous Counter-Strike player. And as such, we spent hours practicing nade lineups and watching demos.
I see people asking about pickups, by the way. Pickups are happening, by the way. They are going to happen. I will go ahead and put the announcement that it's going to be an hour late, it looks like. So let me just go ahead and let everybody know.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Fuck pickups. Stupid, don't go. Yeah? Okay. I don't know what Gelos doing.
I'm just making the message. Hold on. I gotta type it on my phone.
Gone. Why do you gotta type it on your phone?
Well, I don't want to alt tab. It leaves everybody in a black screen. They're all gonna be scared. I don't want to leave everybody scared in the black screen. It's the void.
The void.
There we go. All right, so now everybody.
Oh, Hunko is saying he's gonna play 100%. He'll turn up Gelos.
Oh hell yeah, baby! Let's go.
I believe him.
All right, there we go. Looks like everybody is ready to go. I want to say, yeah.
Oh, never mind. He said heck no.
Well, now I feel like I've been baited.
I am so surprised that he turned around like that.
I do see a sub, by the way. TJ's back in on the GOBS side.
He was in for the last
that's
half.
right. He was on the second half. That's right. They swapped him out for Call Me Pain, which seemed like
Hasbro
it was a really good.
telling us to join air pickups, and I
don't think air pickups. I don't think air pickups are happening right now. I think they stopped just before this match, so I don't think.
Yeah, they did.
Don't think you can join for air pickups. All right.
Pilot.
Well, we're just kind of waiting on the ref now. Once they give us the call, we'll be good to go. Again, no giveaway for this half. We're going to wait until the end of this match, and then we will do another giveaway at the end of this map, and then one more giveaway at the halftime of map 3 if we do it. Otherwise, it will be two giveaways at the end of this map if Gobos
2 winners.
Yep.
One giveaway, 2 winners.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just making sure they know that the cast is ready as well.
They don't care, Gelos. No one cares about us. Let's be real.
Please. Care about me.
Frog Michael crashed.
Oh, very good, very good.
Zabrowski's saying 20 seconds.
I've never really had crashes happen to me like that before. Have you? Just in general.
Earlier, when we switched map, I warped to in there. I typed in the command to go into observer cam, and my game closed.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had crashes when I open the game sometimes, but that's about it. It's
I used to have them frequently back in the day, but it's gotten a lot better.
It's fairly rare for me. Like super rare for me. I'm always surprised to hear when people crash in this game. All right, looks like TR's about to be ready, I want to say. Oh, there's jump rope.
Damn, he looks cute with that headset.
Damn.
Look at him.
Actually,
Damn,
yeah, I was gonna make a point about that. I haven't seen that headset.
It's the Extra Life code.
Oh, okay.
Extra Life 21 or 2021? I'm not sure.
Is that still going?
Yeah.
Can I get that right now?
Yeah, you can.
The third round starts on the next tick. The third round starts on the next tick.
Might do that on half.
We'll see if there's another half.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to be starting here in 15 seconds. I believe he said in 20 seconds just a moment ago, so.
I think he said on the next tick, which would mean on 0 in 64 seconds.
Oh boy.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
There you go.
See?
See?
All right. Well, all right.
You just gotta learn German so you can communicate with Arabs.
So I will be looking over here at the Biz guys again for our last half of this particular map, and we're gonna see if they can actually get a win on this one, and that's gonna throw us into our last map if they do. Otherwise, GOBS
and if they
win.
don't, that's the tournament win
That's
for
right.
GOBS. And that would be the first time that GOBS takes the tournament, and the first time Hood loses one.
20 seconds.
So, two revolutions, Gelos, in one game.
Alright. TJ's gonna be going and getting his garlic
10.
bread out. Garlic bread out of the oven.
Yeah.
5,
Do that shit real
4,
life.
3, 2, 1. Third round start.
Alright, so for our opener here, it looks like the same comp. About 3 medics here for the Biz people. I don't see our 4th that we would usually see.
Maybe they switched over to heavy.
Maybe. 3. I see 3, but I don't see a 4th. Maybe they did swap one over to...
Let me look at the stream.
No, they do have 4. Never mind. I must be just missing somebody. But looks like GOBS in a big way up here on top of L.
Again, just taking out control.
Yep.
And Biz not really dealing with it.
Nope. James does take out 1, but he's going to go down himself here. But he does pick up Alpha just before.
Oh no, Alpha switched to heavy.
Ah, okay. So there was only 3 medics.
Yeah. James
honestly,
is still alive, and
I would have stuck.
somehow.
I would have stuck Alpha on medic and kept James as heavy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Although I will say maybe it's a tilt level that could also be playing into effect. We do know that Alpha is, sometimes he can get a little heated,
Sometimes. I know. I'm sure he's fine though.
You can
Could
still
be.
cut this out.
But they are. It looks like a spawn lock.
Looks like it, yeah. I'm not seeing a great recovery
Cyrus,
here by
Ryan,
this
and
guy.
Booba on a good flank here, but. Ooh,
Oh, no, not anymore.
That
Interlude,
didn't last long.
old Booba about to die here. He tries to pick up Zyrus. That's not going to work out. That's going to be Zyrus with a longer timer as well. Oh, yeah, there it goes. GOBS getting the full wipe
Liddy
here.
does take roof control.
Well, that
Right,
should
no,
help.
Gan's
No,
still there.
Yeah, Gan's going to take her here.
Is he?
No! Oh,
He
about
does.
to say,
Okay,
that was
yeah.
very...
That
That
was
would have been
amazing.
absolutely ridiculous. Booba here getting a resonate off just for Ryan, it looks like. Kind of a wasted resonate, to be honest with you. Just one person.
It depends on the situation. If he's under pressure and he can get that resonate up just to get one person, that's still a good resonate.
But you can see GOBS here just maintaining their spawn lock with those medics in play at all times.
Well, they did lose roof control though, meaning both Liddy and ooh, Sub's back.
Yeah, let's see if Supper Broski can get a push going here. Oh, and here's Gan taking out Liddy. And looks like Lizard already
Lizard
went down
went
on
down
balcony as well.
yeah.
And here's a drop down by Gan, gonna take out Batty, he does. And also Snyder here on Pixel Walk, but he goes down right after that. Love that Liberator getting some damage off, goes down. A lot of the GOBS guys getting a little greedy here with their pushes, but here comes the medics to back them back up. Love that Liberator back again. Sobek making a push around the corner. Batty takes him out. Here's a drop by Jump Rope, who does... Oh, he goes down.
This really needs a resonate here. There's so many dead bodies.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
But
GOBS...
at least Feedly isn't getting them back up. That's positive for...
Yeah,
Biz.
GOBS lost, a small number of people there, actually. A good chunk
Yeah,
of their guys.
Most importantly, they did lose the spawn lock, meaning
Yep.
Biz can walk back into the map.
Yep, and Zyrus and Booba both hitting point itself. Zyrus goes down early to the nest. They did not take account of that. It looks like both Booba and Zyrus down. And Power in here getting more damage off. Takes out James. Here's Liddy here to actually get him off. And that is actually, it looks like Biz getting control of top floor.
Okay, but there's still a lot of GOBS on the map.
Yeah, and in fact, there's
And there's
still on
they're back
balcony
up.
area.
We're still
Liddy
in.
here
And
takes
Liddy
one
has
out.
to run.
Yeah, there's
And
GOBS
she can't.
back in control.
Yep.
and in control of timer as well.
I will say though, the spawn lock isn't as dominant as it was first half.
Yes, definitely. Well, I don't know. The
I feel
spawn
like
lock
BYZZ
has been
is more
very
in the
effective
map.
though.
Yeah, it has been very effective, but BYZZ is actually getting into the map, so I expect us to break sooner or later. Panda doing so much work with that auto sniper.
San here around V tree takes a bit of damage there. He's gonna back off. He doesn't have any shield left. Oh, and Sobek here on the flank takes him out.
Karauti switched to medic. He's not a bot anymore, so we do still have 4 medics.
Ah, okay.
That's interesting.
Karauti getting the picks up back on San and James. V
There's a
tree is
resonate
now
coming, I think, for TJ. No, okay.
jump rope
So
again.
no
They're
action
pushed
on
by
B-Ship.
Booba. No, but he goes down. Jump rope pushing him right back out of it.
Enemy heavy. Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
10 minutes left in the match, and this has still been GOBS control for a majority of this. There has been some back and forth though. BYZZ isn't fully out of this just yet. They have been touching the point here and there. What they got to do is just get control and a lockout, and then they can potentially get this back into neutral. Batty here getting picked back up. He's at half health, jumping in. Doesn't take a med kit. Just trying to get some damage up.
Yeah, he doesn't need it, Gelos. He doesn't need it.
Might be out of nanites, to be honest with you. There he goes. Finally takes one.
Well, he did just resupply it.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I doubt it. Karauti doesn't seem to have a resonate, which is bad. There's so many dead people. Yeah, okay, he's getting done.
There we go. Looks like that's BYZZ getting back on point.
Okay, they're gonna have to set up a spawn lock now.
They need to, yeah. They
like
gotta
a good
at least
hold.
they gotta at least push alt spawn right now, because alt spawn is getting very popular.
Yeah, I think they're aware. They got a lot of spots off there, but can they move in time to contest it?
Oh, Alpha on a nice crossfire angle
Ooh,
here. A
big
lot of
resonate
picks.
for DG here.
A decent resonate there by BYZZ as well, though. Look at this. They're getting picked back up on second floor, taking out TJ. Batty taking out another. Batty goes down finally, but that's Empowered that's still alive on the GOBS side, which is really bad for BYZZ. They got to make sure they take all these medics out, because that
And
is
they
GOBS
can't.
getting control.
Enemy heavy fire.
Super spot spotted.
Beautiful job here from San, but he finally goes down as GOBS just pushes him right out of Cubby. Here are some reinforcements here for the BYZZ side, but you can see there with the drop down on the back by Supper Broski, actually takes out quite a few of them.
Have I ever told you I hate Karauti? Panda pushed into him. Karauti didn't know with an underboss, I believe, and Karauti somehow still wins that duel. I don't know. He's unkillable.
Now it looks like BYZZ getting back in control of at least bottom floor L. They don't have the
Oh.
top floor just yet.
By the way, Lizard switched to a serpent.
Oh, okay. More drop down strength there. Karauti here with a push onto Core and Empower takes them both out. San here trying to help clean up, but he actually goes down to Gan. Liddy here with a drop down takes Gan out, but she herself also goes down to Super Broski. Super Broski with roof control. No, I take it back. Lizard's still here, but he takes him out as well. That is Sup with roof
BYZZ gotta be careful that they don't get spawn locked again here. They gotta push back on quick.
Yeah, and with that LA control on the roof too, they have no counters to it.
Ooh, TJ on a big flank here, potentially.
Gan coming around onto V tree. He's going into Chevron. Oh, but he goes
Kayn
down.
is just farming up. That was beautiful
Does
to watch.
finally get pushed by the GOBS death ball.
Yeah. They're doing such a good job there.
They really are. It's so hard to deal with a death ball like that too, because it's not just heavies that are in there. That's medics as well. It's like It's like Katamari Damacy, where you're just rolling more things up because you're picking more people up that died at the same time, so the ball just gets bigger.
Yeah.
And we've got, it looks like Biz in control of top floor. GOBS, however, they can make a push in bottom.
They are making a good push bottom right now.
Yeah, and here it comes. Actually, Biz holding him off pretty well. Look at Alpha down here in Cubby. Oh, but he finally goes down. Here comes the medics picking everybody back up.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
James, oh, James goes down early.
And we are reaching the point where it's going to be really rough for Biz to get enough time back on the point.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the match, and they need, I think,
2 minutes.
Is it
2 minutes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes.
Yes, it's 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes on the actual point itself to get this even back in their lead on time.
But, you know, as this match has been going, that's going to be rough.
So far, yeah.
We're still in it.
There it is, 5 minutes call from the ref, so now everybody knows the time. Ryan, San, and James over here on V-Tree.
They are making a decent push right now. There's lots of dead GOBS members that aren't getting picked back up.
Yeah, this is the time that they might actually be able to get a little bit of a lock. They can't get the full spawn lock set up, but they can get at least a little bit of a lock out here, and then potentially they can get some momentum. Look over here on main sandwich. TJ, Corer, and Love That Liberator, but Zyros there does get the pick off TJ, but it gets pushed. Takes TJ out a second time, but Corer right there picks him back up, and there's Love That Liberator taking out Zyros, and also Interlude. Booba there.
We can still win.
Doesn't matter how many times you kill them, as long as there's a medic behind them.
One
That's
medic,
safe.
that's what you gotta prioritize, and when you don't see them, there's no way to prioritize.
Yeah.
That's part of the strength of the GOBS sort of balling tactic there, where you don't have to worry so much about your medic dying if you're pushing up ahead.
Absolutely. They're new to this format, and they've just mastered the medic player.
Yeah, they are just so good at it. San and James going for V-Tree push. TJ getting a little damage here off of James, takes him out entirely. Corer is the one to worry about here on V-Tree. If San can get up there. Oh, looks like Corer has finally died actually around the corner there. Batty now free to push up, but he gets taken out by Snyder on V-Tree. He's not going to get that angle. Booba also going down from the cubby there. Zyros trying to make a push here, but he is surrounded there. Very, very kind of a poor push there, unfortunate. I don't think he realized just how many angles he was covered by. Now 1 minute left until GOBS potentially gets the full cap. And 3 minutes left here until the actual match itself. I would say we can almost call it at this point because I don't know.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that even if there was enough time, I don't even think that Biz could hold it for long enough at this point. I think this is going to be a GOBS win, it looks like.
Yeah, and that means GOBS is gonna win the tournament.
Yep. Yeah, that is exactly what that means. And look at this, GOBS still getting, you know, they're not just kind of waiting out the timer. They're going all ahead. They've got people up here on the spawn locks, or the spawn locks that they set up anyway. So back here going down from Orange Box. On the other side over here, we got TJ trying to deal with, looks like Booba. And he gets two, actually, gets James as well. Karate also going down this V-Tree back area here where Snyder's holding a very, very nice angle for him. Comes the rest of GOBS just kind of circulating back onto point as there it is. That is GOBS with the win.
End of match. End of match.
All right.
Congratulations to TR GOBS for winning the PIL X final.
Phenomenal job here.
Congratulations, GOBS.
Phenomenal job here by GOBS. They did an absolutely fantastic job of their medic play, their heavy play. All of it was just so on point for the whole tournament, honestly. But this match in particular really did show why they are just very, very good at this sort of new kinds of strategies and new sort of tactics, I'd say, that has really just been pushing him up to the top of the forefront,
User
I'd
was
say, of the
moved to your
teams.
channel.
I'd
User was
say.
moved to your channel.
A lot of times you would look at these teams. I'd say a year and a half ago, 2 years ago even, you'd look at a team like BYZZ and you'd say, well, damn, there's no way you can beat that team. That's ridiculous. But here comes GOBS coming in. They impress with their first time. They impress with their second time, and here they are, full on winning it with PIL X. This was an incredible job here by GOBS all around. They really just showed an incredible base of knowledge and of just how to play this out so well. Taking a look at some of the individual scoreboards before we talk too much about who just joined us, I do want to point out another thing too. 338 reses by GOBS, who only had 3 medics. Meanwhile, BYZZ swapped in and out and got 4 to 5 medics in there. Even it looks like they got a 6th by Batty at some point too. They're trying their best to keep those pushes alive, but damn, is GOBS just so good at just maintaining their where they're standing and where they're pushing, their momentum in general. There's the timer. Damn if they're very, very difficult to actually get off of where they're standing, and that is really what did it for this tournament. So, first of all, we've got James here for the BYZZ side, and Sobek for the GOBS side. Where's Frog Mike not coming up either though? Usually,
I mean, you could poke him. Ask him if he wants to come.
We'll get him too.
I'll just move him then.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, and we've also got Frog Mike here for the GOBS side as well. First of all, congratulations to Sobek and Frog Mike on the win of the tournament. In fact, you guys did a great job, just an incredible job. Not just in this match, but in the entire tournament. You guys, outstanding job. So I want to congratulate you on that. Going into this match, I'm sure you probably thought this was, this is one of the harder matches that you were ever going to face. Going into it, what was the sort of mentality going in? What was the thinking of how you were going to kind of deal with James's B-Hot, Hood, and his guys, that powerful kill stack that they always bring?
Can I take this so bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, we knew, ZZZ and B-Hot are like the best players from like all the servers, so we knew it was going to be challenging, but we also knew it's a different game mode. It's 10v10, and there's a lot of different aspects to it. It's not necessarily about picks. It's it's about a bunch of other stuff, and that's our strong suit because that's how we play on live. We're a point hold outfit on live. We medic ball, that type of thing. And so going into it, I wouldn't say we were confident, but whereas in 6v6 we were like, yeah, we're probably not going to win against B-Hot or ZZZ, and 10v10 here we're like, there's a pretty good chance we could pull out a win against them.
Yeah, and pull out a win you did, because it looked so difficult. And I'm actually going to ask this question to James specifically. Going in and trying to deal with them, we'll start with Kessels. Just how much of a pain in the ass was it to get these GOBS guys off of, say, like a point, or even just in general an angle to actually make a push?
They are like cockroaches. you think you kill them, and there's some medic hidden somewhere. It totally reses like the whole team. But no, I could only give props. Like they played absolutely well. Like the just the sheer resing capability, you could see like it's ingrained into them. Like how they play around reses, like with fewer medics, is just hella impressive, to be honest. Yeah, it's hard. Basically, it sucks to try and push them off.
Yeah.
But no, I can only give props.
Real quick, do you guys have a preferred word we use for the last giveaway? We have 2 more Daybreak cash codes we're gonna give away. Do you guys have any suggestions for a word we can use?
If not, we can always go with
We'll
medics.
just use Pillax.
No, we can go with medics.
Go.
That was kind of the
Come on,
big
Frogmake, you're so
Rack-a-tack.
creative.
Rack-a-tack. Rack-a-tack. How do you spell that? Hold on.
It's the moat, right? It's rack attack.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, it's a global emote.
Yeah, this.
Oh
Gelos
my
was
god, you're right. It's the raccoon. Okay, we're putting that in. Hold on.
Learn something new every day.
And may I just say, it's pretty awesome that the finals consisted of two of the few teams that voted for C4, yet we didn't get to use C4.
It's still sad.
It's so sad.
Listen, I'm sure there'll be another tournament soon, TM, that will allow for C4. Not spoiling anything, just saying there.
There's always a tournament. There's literally always a tournament literally around the corner. So I'm not
There's
surprised.
a tournament around the corner, and after that one, there's one around the corner with a new format.
Every single time. So, well, on the second map, we can actually talk a little bit more specifically because that one seemed like that was going to go in favor of BYZZ. You guys seemed like you were doing really good, especially on that first half. But GOBS, you guys actually turned it around. What was the sort of what clicked? What happened there that sort of fixed the issue that you might have been having, or just kind of set you in motion to really attack well, especially on your second half?
Yeah, that first half was definitely not to the game plan. It was pretty brutal. We had some ideas on how BYZZ likes to set up their spawn camp and how we wanted to break it, but it actually didn't really come to fruition as easily as we had thought it would be. So credit to them, they kicked our ass that first half, and second half we just kind of needed to regroup the mental, and once we got a nice spawn camp ourselves, we kind of figured out what needed to be done from there, and just second half went much better.
Might I just add, honestly, our Paris holds are just adaptations from playing against BHOT and ZZZ and 6v6. Like that, we're basically just copied their spots from 6v6 and spread out our people a little. There's more people, so there's a little bit more depth. But really big, a lot of respect to the BYZZ team. Like you guys, really good opponent there. I mean, honestly, we wouldn't have even been able to play the way we did because you guys kind of trailblazed a lot of those map strategies.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a really fun match. GG's.
Yeah, I think everybody did really, really good. I think, coming into it, BYZZ they still had that same mentality we expected them to, and they played fairly similar. And I think that's not really it's not really a downside at all. I think that's just how they always play, and this is how they enjoy playing. But GOBS, you guys came in and you completely altered everything as well around and tried to figure out how to really take a lot of these bases on, a lot of these teams on. You guys you did phenomenal. So one more time, that was just huge congratulations to you guys. You did an amazing job. Let's go ahead and roll our giveaway real quick too, before we go too far. I'm gonna forget. Love that Liberator. Look at that.
Hey!
Not rigged, by the way. Love that Liberator gets that code. We got one more too. We're gonna do as well, and that will be we'll just do exclamation point rigged.
Thanks.
Send love. I hope there isn't too love that liberators in chat.
All right. Well, thank you.
If it's the last, I just want to mention, seriously, big respect to the BYZZ team. Super fun tournament. You guys are always super fun to fight, like best players in PlanetSide. I'm glad the format was fun, and I was glad our team could bring something to the table.
No, Fiji, it's nuts. Like they were incredibly hard to play because we've played like this style of format before, although it was many years ago at this point, and Fiji is definitely like the hardest opponent we've ever fought in this, like without a doubt.
When was the last tournament? That was like 10v10 or 12v12
the last
or
one
something
we
like
played was 2016, 2017.
Oh wow.
It was
The last one was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12v12. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Did I cast any of the last one? I don't even remember.
No, but
casting
you
it.
played, and you
Yes.
keep denying this, but you played.
I don't
checked
remember
the
it at all.
rosters.
I don't remember it at all.
You
I feel like
were-
you're lying to me, and
You
I'm
were
being
on a
gaslit
great team that
constantly
was
about this.
Jenga that lasted about 2 matches.
I remember
This
the
is
name.
Gelos version 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys. I mean, again, you guys did great, and I'm glad to see you guys coming out, and I'm sure we're gonna see more of you in any upcoming tournament. So that's always gonna be exciting as well. So thank you to both sides for coming out and playing. We're going to go ahead and move them back real quick, and we will say a few more words thanking our other people. Here, let me just do
Incident
that.
was moved out of
Can't
this
move
channel.
James, unfortunately.
Oh, can't you? Right, okay. I'll leave then, I guess.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right, so that was the end of PIL X. Let me just
User
move
joined your
this
channel.
over here so we know the winner. There we go. And that was also
User joined your channel.
technically the end of PIL itself, though that doesn't mean we're not going to see any more 6v6s or 10v10s in the future. But the PIL staff, to the PIL staff, I want to say thank you to all of you guys, and I'm, whether or not you continue to run anything else in the future, you guys have always done really well in terms of organizing. I know it's kind of a cluster to deal with organizing this many teams with this many players all the time, and it's always there's some drama to be had, but. We have a couple people in here from the PIL staff, Snipsel and Bloody Glitch. I want to thank you two both, as well as the rest of the PIL staff that are up there. I can see them. You guys have always done really good in the last few years, so I want to thank you guys for doing such a good job on a constant basis as well. It's hard. It's hard to organize literally anything, but to organize as long as you guys did, and as well as you guys did, I think deserves a lot of respect. So, thank you guys.
Man. Thanks, man. It was the 5th year for me, and I think I deserved a retirement. 5 years of tournaments was enough.
Yeah.
That was my last one for now. So yeah, PIL is not gonna exist after this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make a bigger post about it soon, TM, as always. But there's gonna be a 6v6 tournament. I know that Smalbob is gonna organize one. I hope everyone is gonna
get
sign
so
up
many
for
DMs now, Snipsel.
Yeah, I know. Smalbob is gonna organize one. Do you guys need the Discord name of him? Smalbob. Yeah, he's gonna do a great job. I'm very sure about it, and I hope people gonna enjoy Planet-side tournaments even longer.
Yeah, there's always gonna be plant tournaments. They're constantly happening. They're always in the works. Even in the times when there was like no content ever coming out, we still had lots of tournaments. So I'm not too worried about that. But you guys have always done really good. So thank you all for coming out and constantly organizing these. It's been very fun to cast them.
Yeah, thank you guys and all the other casters, helpers, staff members, graphic people, PSB, Daybreak, whoever the fuck helped us doing what we do. Like, this was always a team effort. Like, this isn't a two-man job. This was always something we all did together. So yeah, let's do some more.
Yeah.
Well, you guys do some more.
Yeah, and we will do more. I've already been contacted by Snowborp, so don't worry. We will be casting more matches in the future, whether this channel or another in the future. We will always be there for casting. So keep an eye on that. For everybody else, though, thank you to the PIL staff, like usual, for all your continued dedication over the years, and we will see everybody else who's not going to be staffing or anything, as well as those who will in the future tournaments. So again, thank you, everybody.
Gelos, you still have a giveaway running.
Oh yeah,
you
you're
need
right.
to pull
Let's go ahead and pull our last
before
person.
You end the stream.
I almost forgot. Thank you.
Come on.
Gopnik_Supreme.
Yeah, that person better type in chat. I'm like, that's too long.
Here, hold on. I got you. I'll give them their name.
Alright, I got it.
All right.
I got it.
All right. That is the end of it for us, everybody. We'll go ahead and say goodbye here. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.